Hello and welcome back to D&D with Dummies Campaign 1, The Marked Ones. Henry, would you like to do the recap for us?
Yes, I would. Last week was a bit of a busy week. Over about a span of 6 hours, Janice got caught into a fight where he was approached by a bunch of hunters who wanted him gone to ensure that the season of spring continued. Um, when this kind of happened, Heliware or Hunter found out about this, and he also noticed another target of his had entered the domain of Ped'Er. Zoldan had a dream about Varith and Thimble making a deal with another Fae. Xander had a dream about adult Varith, warning him about what's going on. Alona had a dream of her past, and Celadrin during this time period was wandering around the streets, kind of getting a lay of the land as such. Noticing that Janice was in trouble, he instead decided to kind of stay back and watch on. And after the fight was over, after Hunter had joined, he decided to join then. Um, John had a wonderful dream about daisies, as everyone else had a horrific time in their dreams. Um, Getting back to Janice and Helloer, after Janice was knocked out after doing about 350 points of damage to the party, which was a valid attempt, he was taken away by the druid of the party. After failing to kind of retrieve him, Helloer went to grab the group and kind of told them, "Hey, look, guys, going ahead. Um, you need to wake everyone up and kind of come and help us out." He got there ahead of the group and managed to put a sizable dent in the party of hunters before our group arrived. Uh, when our party did arrive, they entered into a very harsh battle where they tried their best to remove the threat, but unfortunately, our friend Hunter fell. As he fell, his sheep's coat fell off, and the face of Alp greeted the party, instantly turning the blood of those around them cold and allowing Alp to take out the majority of the Fae in a single round. The party is now above ground after escaping the burrow and have met a familiar face of Nim. Um, yeah, we're going to bring today's session to that point now. So, everyone, we are now outside in the Fae-like forest, the artificial Fae forest that's inside the walls of Ped'Er. You've just gotten out of a very dangerous situation. I would like to remind everyone that Alp is still currently below. You have about 2 rounds to kind of make up your minds and figure out what you're doing before he's able to get out and approach you guys.
Nim?
I be
Alona! Quickly, guys, follow me!
Yes. Everyone, we need to go. We need to move.
Nim kind of
Agreed.
takes the front and starts running without even noticing if anyone else is kind of following him. Alona is following. John agrees. Is everyone else going to be following Nim?
I think Selden and Xander are also going to follow.
Yeah,
Cool.
Zolden will as well.
Just another bit of recap that I forgot to mention. Xander is currently carrying Celadrin. Right.
Well,
Take that how you will. I mean, he's a lot faster than Celadrin is, I think, anyway, so...
yeah, no, that works, I suppose.
You kind of notice running aside Nim that his gait is quite long. Like, the length of his leaps is very long. You guys run for about 5 to 6 minutes before he kind of turns to the group and says, "Alright, we need to stop here. You guys need to quickly go and grab your gear and meet me back here."
Our gear is in the tavern.
Alright. I think for now, we need to make some camp here, and then you guys need to kind of sort yourselves out on what you're doing. I'm able to get you guys out of the city walls, but you need to be quick.
Well, I'll go up to Celadrin. Can he move yet?
Can I?
Yes, the fear would have run off.
Cool.
Do you think you can get in and get some of the stuff and maybe who else is, sneaky?
Yeah, I can try to get our stuff.
So at the moment, you guys have got about 5 bags worth of gear, so someone will need to go with you.
How much could I carry alone? Like if
You can
only
probably
7
carry
bags?
about 2 backpacks, one on your back, one on your front. Your movement will be a little bit impeded because of that, because it won't be necessarily light.
I'm
But,
assuming the more I take, the more my stealth is also gonna drop, because I imagine carrying backpacks is not very stealthy.
Yeah, yeah.
If I come with you, then you have a healer, just in case.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Is it like is anyone else in the group like super stealthy that we can
I
quickly
can
use?
come along if you want.
I
Yeah,
can turn
I mean-
invisible.
I feel like 2 or 3 would be kind of helpful for
Yeah.
getting out the bags.
I can
So
turn
maybe 2 or 3
invisible,
people
but
can go.
I'll leave my armor here.
Cool. All right, you guys need to be
Ah.
quick with that.
Okay, well, Cedric's gonna
Yeah.
start heading in.
I'll go
To be
as well.
honest.
Yeah, roll stealth checks, then I assume.
Not just yet. So the group that's leaving now, you kind of notice that although no sun has risen in the sky, there is the nice orange light of dawn kind of approaching. The ground below you starts to heat up, and you notice that unlike the forest outside, where it was very much fey foliage and animals, in here you don't necessarily feel the concern you felt out there. You don't feel at peace, and you feel like something is watching, but you're not that worried. Kind of running along, when you get to the edge of the riverbank, you notice that there's a bit of a festival going on. It seems as if a lot of people are kind of heading in the direction of uh, the Hunter's Den, which is the area in which the council for this area is going to be taking place. You notice that there's not really anyone paying attention to the bridge that is closest to you, and you'd be able to get across pretty easily. But when you get into the area, there may be people who are kind of looking out for you.
Oh, I'll cast invisibility on all of us.
Cool.
Yeah.
What I might get you guys to do then is I might get you guys to roll stealth now,
Yeah.
and I'll let you roll it at advantage because obviously you do have that benefit of being invisible. Now, you still will have to be a bit stealthy because there's quite a lot of people around, and if they obviously knock into you, they're going to feel you. But
God.
Good thing it was
natural
that
20.
advantage.
That's a
I got a
29.
6.
Natural
Oh.
20.
okay.
The other was a 1, so.
Oh.
I'm hoping the natural 20 helps.
Ilona, it's been a very stressful 35 to 45 minutes. The feeling in the back of your mind is pressing in again, trying its hardest to kind of push you through, and you notice that you almost stumble into a bullywug. Zoldan quickly wraps his arm around you and pulls you back, just in time before you touch him.
That's romantic.
But thankfully, you're not really found out because of that. You guys easily get to the inn, and you notice that on the outside wall is a bit of a trellis that you'd be able to climb up to get into your room.
Is it dim light?
It's still dawn, so, and the kind of sun is facing onto the trellis, so there probably wouldn't be dim light from there. But if you wanted to scale up one of the other sides of the building using your flight ability, you probably could, just because there's
Yeah.
still enough shade there.
Wait, so it would lead directly to our room if we went up right now.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And the windows are all open as well.
I'll just attempt to climb
Well-
up the side of the building.
Yeah, like maybe Zoran can come in and throw the bags down to us or something.
Yeah, too easy. With you guys kind of climbing up together, it's pretty easy. Were you still intending on flying, Elena, as well?
Yeah, I think I was in a separate room anyway.
So
Cool.
there were like 2 rooms because it's more like a hostel than a
Yeah.
hotel. So there was like 4 bunks in each room, so you guys kind of split yourselves between the 2 rooms. So if you'd like to go in one of them and start throwing the bags out, the guys can head into the other one and throw the bags out from there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if Zoran is climbing up, maybe like Zoran will stay down below and just like catch the bags with that Zoran kind of throws out the window.
Yeah, too easy. you guys kind of get into the room. The bunks are still not made. You guys left in quite a bit of a rush the night before. But you're able to kind of get everything that you need and throw them into the packs instantly. And it's seems very rushed inside the inn. You hear the loud sound of people having a bit of a party, which obviously has run through the night. You think that even if you were to throw the bags out the window, no one would really hear or take notice of it. It seems as if, specifically to Celadrin, that no one is aware that you guys are targets.
Okay.
You guys throw the bags out of the window, and it kind of gets down quickly. I'd like you guys to do another stealth check on the way back. This time,
Right.
it's a flat roll.
Just before
Even if I
Alona
cast
leaves.
invisibility again?
Yes,
I only
just
have...
because of the fact that when you guys were like walking in, you're kind of going against the flow of traffic, so there was like alleyways and stuff you could go down to kind of like just get out of the way. But now that everyone's waking up and starting to move onwards, you have to go through everyone to kind of get through.
Alright.
The only way I'd give you advantage maybe is if you guys made athletics checks to get across the rooftops, because there is enough room to get across the rooftops. But
Just before we leave the hostel though, because I know these guys do not like any sort of plants from places, and Alona's kind of overly emotional and a bit pissed off about this whole situation. She's going to use flowering to fill the entire room with flowers from Peronia. And then
okay,
after a minute, they have a pleasing scent that may attract different.
I would
birds.
like you to roll a percentile.
Okay.
If you roll lower than a 60, something will happen.
I've rolled a 29.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
You have tried to cast this spell, and you're very heated, you're very emotional,
The headache is pounding.
the headache is pounding. I'd also like you to roll a wisdom saving throw while you're at it.
Slay. Oh, 14. That's not good for me.
Alright, I'll explain what happens with the flowers first. As soon as these flowers start to grow, you have a visualization of the seeds. Obviously, you're a bit of an alchemist, you do a lot with healing potions and stuff like that. You're able to kind of envision it and make these seeds out of magic. As soon as you do, two things happen. The first thing that happens is a siren goes off, and a beacon shines down on the inn. The second thing that happens is
God.
what you kind of plan to be these little flowers end up erupting from the wood, the stone, the floor, and it is as if an entire botanical garden sprouts out. And these flower stems are about a foot in length, and the flowers open up, and you can see what seems to be little children in them.
I think we should go now, guys.
And as you kind of have that feeling, you faint.
Oh, great. Good. In the
To
room
the,
with the
Wait,
beacon.
the room.
Ilona just
firing.
fainted?
to the others, you kind of get outside, you're ready to go, and you notice the klaxon alarm going off, like the generic whoop 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 kind of thing going off, and you see flowers sprouting out of the room where Alona was in, but Alona has not yet exited.
How high up is the window?
It's about 25-ish feet up.
Can
Assuming
I
I'm
teleport
still-
up?
All right, cool.
I'll just
You see
say
her
step up.
lying there on the ground.
I was gonna say, assuming I'm still up there, can I just check her room, given we heard that?
Yeah, like, you can't get in through the front door, but, like, John's in there already, and you can hear John kind of teleport in there.
Just a little
I don't
bit.
have any high enough spell slots to dimension door, so
Bye, Lorna.
So you could wake
I
her
have
up pretty
vortex?
easy. You have seen her,
okay.
like, collapse like this before. It's more of like a daze. She's not fully knocked out. give her a quick like slap on the face, and she'll wake up.
Gonna hit a- gonna
Grab
hit
by
a-
the shoulders and just shake.
Does it work?
Yeah, it works. You kind of waken from your stupor, and you feel the presence on your mind kind of disappear for a few seconds. You now hear
We've got to
boots
go.
rushing up the stairs.
Shit. I'm gonna cast greater invisibility on myself.
I'll just teleport myself back down.
Yeah, cool. While this is happening, those of you who are still at the area with Nim, is there anything you would like to do? So that would be no one, I don't think. It'd just be Xander, right?
Yeah, I think it's just Xander. I don't really know what Xander would do here, to be honest. So he's just gonna chill there for a bit, to be honest.
He's just gonna chill there and wait. Cool.
He's just gonna chill for a bit.
I might do some RP with him later on in the week then, just with what kind of gets discussed and all that stuff. Cool. If you guys would like to make your stealth checks again, this time
Okay.
15.
rolling it
Just flat.
flat.
Still, invisibility wouldn't make a difference here.
No, because you have to kind of like go through a lot of people. So even though the invisibility is making it so they can't see you, you kind of have to like duck and weave between people to get through. And now with your backpacks on as well, you're quite larger compared to when you guys kind of went in.
That's
Can I cast enhance ability on all of us?
Yeah. If you want to, it's a group It's a group save of 40, so it's not awful
on
to get
myself
through.
then,
I have
because-
23.
I got a
Okay.
20.
So you guys have already like beaten
Which
it.
means I'll have advantage on it, so I'll just
yeah.
roll again. It was worse. Never mind.
You guys are kind of like nimbly ducking through the crowds. You see quite a few different races and stuff kind of cheering and having a great time. But what you do kind of notice as well is that there are quite a few people who are looking kind of cross and not happy with what's going on. They're kind of mumbling and grumbling. They're still going to the general area, but they don't seem to be as happy as their other countrymen who are enjoying the time. You're not really in the crowd for too long. You're maybe only walking for about 10-15 minutes before you're able to break away and go to that bridge where no one's on. And you quickly cross it to return to the forest. When you arrive back at the forest, you notice that the area in front of you has changed. It does not look the same as when you had left it.
oh.
What changed?
What does it look like?
It's still the same kind of forest with the same kind of foliage, blue leaves with orange bark, a few trees that are bright red with blue petals, and various fungi. But the order of the trees has changed up. It seems as if the forest has kind of moved while you guys were away. If you would like to try and find your way back, it'll be a survival check. You can make it as a group or singularly with giving one person advantage. I will
really
allow
good at
the
that.
advantage to stack.
I have a +9.
Yeah, I think we just give advantage stacking.
So how
Cool.
does that work?
So you're going to roll with advantage, and then you're going to add +4, because if each one of them is giving you advantage, the first one lets you have another roll, and then the other two forms of advantage give you +2. So then 2, 4.
So that'll be 32.
32. You easily find your way back. You can feel where like your magic kind of springs from. You feel where Xander and Nim are. And even though you seem to be walking like 20 meters in and then instantly backtracking to where it would be back outside, you find them within an instant. The travel that you guys took out of there was not as quick as in. It seems as if having someone in there made it a lot easier to find them. When you arrive back, Nim's standing there with Xander, and they seem to be having a conversation. You can't exactly catch it when you walk up to them, but they seem to stop talking as soon as they arrive. All right, guys, you have to go now. He's going to touch a tree, and it opens up down the middle, splitting into a doorway. Elena, he comes up and gives you a quick hug, and he whispers in your ear, "I'm sorry." And then he starts to move away.
You're not coming with us?
I have to go be part of the council.
You're part of the council?
There'll be time to discuss this later. I'm sorry, I do have to go. They'll be waiting for me.
She just kind of looks at him as if, she's known him for years and has told him everything about her, and she's just confused that she didn't know this kind of important information about him.
He is visibly upset. You can roll an insight check if you want to.
I shall. 20.
You know him well enough that you know that he is not upset about the fact that you know. He's upset about the fact that it's kind of how you found out.
Yeah. I think she'll go up to him and give him one of the crystals that she wears.
Yeah.
Just puts it in his hand and doesn't say anything, and then just walks away.
You guys stand in front of this portal. John, you know that this portal teleports you outside of Ped'Er. You don't know where it teleports you to.
Right.
If you'd like to roll an Arcana check, I'll give you a bit more information.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
30-20. It is not teleporting you onto the path.
Right, so this portal takes us out of the city, but I don't know where.
It's better than being in the city, so I say it's a chance we have to take.
And I'll look around the rest of the group to double check they're all on board.
Alona will just step through. She's not hesitating. She knows what she did.
Yeah. As you step through, you notice that you are out on the grasslands that are around Ped'Er, and looking over your shoulder, instead of seeing a doorway from the tree, you can actually just see the city of Ped'Er, and you notice that there is a bit of a barrier over it at the moment, with a bright kind of red glyph right above where the inn would be.
Strange. Can I pull off my circlet?
I'll let everyone else come through first.
Yeah, I think Cedrin is gonna go through as well.
I think we all follow at this point.
Yes.
Too easy. As you guys kind of go through, you see Alona struggling to pull off the circlet from around her head. It seems to be stuck to her.
Someone help me, please. Celadrin?
I can try,
Just help me get it off.
but what if we damage your horns? Like,
They're not on my horns. They're just around my head.
okay, I'll try. And Cedrin's gonna go and just try and pull it off, I suppose.
Yeah, roll a strength saving. Sorry, a strength check.
Strength check. Cool. Strength.
I'll give guidance as well.
Oh, that's not
Oh
one.
my god!
Big money.
About that damaging your horns part.
I'm gonna be honest. I was gonna make it so if you're on a success, it would have damaged her, You rolled a nat 1. Celadrin, you feel stronger than you've ever felt.
Oh
You
my
feel
God.
like the magic streaming off of Alona has given you, like, the biggest pump of your life. And as you try and rip this circlet off, would you like to roll a dex-based unarmed strike?
A
Oh,
dex-based unarmed strike. Okay.
So it'll just be a dex check, basically.
Yeah, I can roll a dex check. That is a 19.
Alright. Hmm.
It'll get me
So-
because I took my armor off.
Yeah, that'll be like you roll whatever damage you think is suitable, Celadrin.
Suitable what do you mean I decide?
Like, would this be like? Do you reckon you're trying to like pull it off as hard as you can, so it'd be like a sneak attack kind of roll, where it'd be like you're trying your physical hardest to yank this off, or would it just be an unarmed strike?
This is what I'm imagining, right? Like,
Yeah.
Saturn is actually trying to rip this thing off, and suddenly he's feeling super strong. It comes off way quicker than he expected to, with way more force than he was expecting, and it just kind of got out of control. Like, I would
Yeah.
say, I don't know. Maybe
Roll
sneak
it.
attack,
Roll an
maybe not.
unarmed strike, just like a flat one.
That's 1. What do you mean?
So, like, let's just round it up. We'll say 2 damage. So, Alona, you feel your skin tearing, and as the skin becomes loose on your forehead, you feel it shrink down and attach itself to your bone.
So who attaches to my bone?
The trinket attaches to your bone,
Wait,
and
circlet.
the circlet is fastening itself in deeper the more you try and pull it off.
The fuck? Can I?
so
For anyone watching, you can notice that the words that are, for some reason, very heavily marred on this circlet, start to glow bright blue, the same color as the gem.
Um. Can I just? If I use heal on myself while pulling it off, do you think? Would she think that would work?
How often have you worked with cursed items in the past?
Probably a couple times.
Probably a couple times. With your knowledge of cursed items and of deals, you kind of realize that this is like a binding contract, and instead of it being on a piece of parchment, instead it's attached to a piece of jewelry, which is kind of attached to your being in a sense. Like, it's the same as those contracts that you'd see in the Hells, or that you've already signed with Celadrin, where it was like, if you were to break this contract, something very dire would kind of happen to you.
Wait,
I'll also
don't
let you roll an Arcana check at advantage.
That's why you don't accept things from the Fae.
19.
19. You kind of like sit there and you're thinking about what Thimble offered you. He offered you the ability to stay in the same time stream that he experiences. But you know that if, especially with something like this, if there is something being taken away, it has to go somewhere. Someone has to be taking the experience of time that you would normally experience and having that effect on themselves. So it's kind of like you feel it like this being attached to you like this is like a fail-safe more than a curse. Like, it's trying to protect you in a weird sense.
Yeah, but it's Thimble. Can I use divine intervention?
Sure. Let me just look up what that does again.
I have to
Hang on.
roll a percentile.
just use
Oh, is it
divine
the old-
intervention.
Is it the old divine intervention or the new one?
I'm not sure.
Because the new one is you don't have to roll, but you can't do as much with it.
Must be the old one then. Interesting. How do you want to do it then?
It's kind of up to you. What's the new one do? Can you just read it out to me?
You can read it. I don't have it up.
So the new one is you can have a up to a 5th level cleric spell, just like that you can have cast as an action regardless of its normal casting time or,
Mhm.
or like material costs or anything.
We might use the old one. If you would like to roll a percentile for me.
With the old one as well, you have to roll below your cleric level.
I didn't. It's fine.
Cool. Roll a wisdom saving throw. Just 20.
Yeah. She's getting really pissed off though. Like she's.
Yeah.
Wait,
I think
is
it's getting
Cedrin
to the
still
point-
helping, or is Cedrin just stepping back, being like, I can't deal with this?
She's getting more and more pissed off, and bits of lava start dripping off of her
Oh,
as she
interesting.
passes.
What did you
her
roll for
slowly
your
starts off.
wisdom saving throw, by the way?
A dirty 20,
Dirty 20. Alright.
but she's getting real angry.
Yeah. You kind of feel that feeling in the back of your mind again. This time, though, it's a little bit different. It's not trying to push in. It's kind of just like sitting on top of it. Almost like a bag of water, like you've got a Ziploc bag and you held it in your hand with the water. It feels like that. Like that's the kind of pressure it's kind of pushing on your brain at the moment.
She just sorts of starts breathing harder, like gripping out her head, and then she's just like screaming out, and then she turns into her hell aspect, just
Shit.
this giant lava creature.
What's that?
Yeah, you kind of notice a bunch of pixies start to spring up. You even see one or two mean locks come out of the ground, all getting pulled in by your current emotions. As this is happening, there's about 4 or 5 giant eagles coming down to swoop on the party. They're not rocks; they're just giant eagles. So as they're kind of coming down and noticing you, they're gonna like try and dive bomb you and the party. Just for now, I'll let everyone roll initiative. This is more a theater of the mind kind of thing than anything else.
Great.
Okay.
Ah, that's a 7.
Alright. 19.
18.
As they're kind of coming down, Alona, you kind of get to go first. They're kind of aiming at you. About four of them are kind of dive bombing straight to you. What would you like to do?
She's just going to kind of put her hands out. It's like she's not even her, really. It's more of a
Yeah.
defensive action where she puts her hands out and just like streams of this like fire just like shoot up.
Yeah, so the eagles in front of you just instantly perish, burnt to a crisp as your form is getting larger and larger. Who's my next person in initiative? Is it John?
Yeah, I think so.
I couldn't roll initiative for Xander. Is there a reason
Oh,
for
that's... Yeah, so I don't think it'll let you roll off of his sheet because you're not actually in control of it. Just roll your initiative and add... Sorry, roll a d20 on your page and then add his initiative to it.
that? Okay.
I might chuck a starry wisp at one of them.
4 plus 4. Okay, he has an initiative of 8.
Yeah, too easy. Roll to hit. It's got an AC of 12. These guys are kind of picking around you. They're not going directly at you. So the reason why they obviously died straight to Alona's thing is because they directly, flew into a bunch of lava, which I assume isn't great for chickens, but
I swear to God.
I love that chicken. Hey, I didn't start that one. That wasn't me.
That's 9 radiant damage.
Now ready to this giant eagle is poof straight away dead. As the effect of it kind of takes over its body, it crumples and hits the floor beside you.
And I'm going to healing word myself.
Yep, too easy. My next friend in initiative order is someone. Who would be next? Baldy, you're up. I'm gonna give it to Baldy.
Okay. I can't really do a heck of a lot if they're still in the air.
They're kind of coming straight towards you, so at the moment they're about 10 feet away from you. You would be able to hit them if you used your arms, or even if you jumped, you'd be able to like punch one out of the sky.
Yeah. I'll try to. Can I try split parts with the air currents a little bit using the
Yeah,
sun?
yeah.
Parts of then try to physically, I guess you could say, push away from a loner to a degree, or wherever they're dive bombing, just out of the way.
Yeah.
What should I roll in that case? Should I just roll like?
If you're trying to get away, maybe roll athletics or acrobatics. It's kind of up to you, depending on whether you want to like scoot across the ground or if you want to do like a flip out of the way.
Yeah, I might go acrobatics in that case. Just, in a sense, flip out of the way of it. That's a 16.
Yeah. Yeah. So you easily kind of get out of the way. These giant eagles are about the same size as you. Like their body is about the same size as yours. So they're quite large. But compared to the rocks that you guys saw before, they're not really that impressive in a sense. But you notice that as soon as you kind of try to get away, they look towards you as more interesting now that you're kind of like quickly moving away. They're kind of like looking at you like a mouse, in a sense.
And now it's a game. Okay.
Celadon, you're up.
Okay, let me think here for a second. I think what I should do. So where am I?
So you guys are all kind of together, clumped up in a
Okay.
group, and they're circling you. In the middle is a loner. She's starting to go into a lava form.
Are they
and
far
you
enough
guys are like
away?
running there.
Are they far enough away where my explosion wouldn't hit anyone, or would my explosive dagger hit my own people?
You'd be able to throw it up far enough that the explosion would not hit anyone, if you wanted to.
Could I throw the explosive dagger past them and kind of make like
Yeah,
explode like behind them, kind of like to create a diversion or something?
Yeah.
Can I do that? Cool.
Yeah.
Do I just roll the normal throw for that, or what do you
Yeah,
want?
just roll a normal roll. You're just gonna beat an
Okay.
AC of 12, so it's pretty kind of hard for
Okay.
you to fail that. I think you have to roll like a 2. for you to fail
That's a
that.
26, so that should be fine.
Yeah. So you kind of throw your dagger up perfectly, just missing all of these birds that are kind of clumped up. And as the explosion goes off, you notice 2 die instantly, and a further 3 are pushed down into a loner's hand, incinerating those ones as well.
Okay.
There's only one left, and it's the one that was kind of going away from Zoldan.
I suppose I can try and kill the last one. Yeah. I'm probably gonna throw my lightning dagger, at it and see if it can kill it.
Just roll to attack once again, AC of 12.
Yeah. Oh, that's not 20.
All right. How would you like to do this?
Listen, it's just a bird. I don't know, man. It just gets killed by the lightning, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah, so the dagger enters its chest cavity and it gets fried from the inside out, instantly popping with all the feathers coming off, all singed and stuff.
Cool.
Kind of noticing the eagles, you all kind of realize that there are eyes watching you. You have the sense that you guys are currently being watched by something. You're not sure what though. Like you feel very different from before when you guys were walking through this effectively field or grasslands, right? Before when you guys were walking through, you felt kind of at peace, very calm, but now you feel like something is following you. Looking around, you're not too sure where you are compared to when you guys were coming through the first time round. But the grass is green with some rocky outcrops. There are a few different types of flowers around, not only from the ones that Alona summoned when she was angry, but also various flowers that look fairly native to the material plane, but upon closer inspection, they're not. They've got random spines or poisonous barbs sticking out of them in places you wouldn't expect. And you kind of notice upon the horizon that the forest that you guys came out of not even 24 hours ago is standing there, impenetrable against the skyline. And looking back, you see Ped'Er, with the klaxon still going off, like the alarm system still going off. And yeah. What would you guys like to do?
I think Alona's just gonna kind of crouch down, trying to like calm herself.
I'm gonna try to see if anyone's looking at us.
Yeah,
I'm
too
gonna
easy.
say check out the surroundings.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
If you'd like to roll either a survival or a nature check, just let me know if you get above a 16.
I'll go survival.
Survival.
That's
That
a
is
23.
14.
22.
For Baldy, upon closer inspection of the sky above, you notice that there are quite a few giant eagles around. You see a griffin off in the way, and you also see another wyvern, probably in the southeast direction. So there's kind of like a few things all around you in the sky. Looking towards the forest way, you notice that a lot of this feeling is coming from the forest itself. You see eyes of many creatures kind of glittering in the foliage coming out. For John, you could probably see all the stuff in the sky at the moment, but you can't see close enough to the forest to kind of know that there are things in there already watching.
Okay.
I guess we should just be on guard for the moment, team. There are plenty of wildlife around us.
While you guys are kind of doing that, Alona, you're having a bit of a rough time. Zand is kind of standing there reassuringly, but he's not moving forwards to really interact. He kind of knows how you've been the last few months, and he knows that when you're ready, you'll kind of come and have a speak to him. And he may speak to you later tonight, but at the moment, he's just trying to give you your space. Celadrin, did you stop helping her and you're kind of just like watching, or?
Well, I kind of stopped helping with the whole circlet thing, because that didn't seem to work out that well.
Yeah.
So, but I think he would go and try to, he would try to comfort her at least a little bit, right? Like, he would go up and just be like, hey, it's gonna be all right. We're gonna make this right, that kind of stuff.
Can I make like a wisdom roll, wisdom saving?
Yeah, of course.
Let's see. Oh, a 13.
Okay. Roll again, just the disadvantage.
14.
14. Okay. You feel yourself going to sleep. As you go to sleep, unlike the last few months where most of your dreams are kind of filled with stuff that's kind of happened in the past and beautiful antics, this dream doesn't feel like that. This dream kind of feels like someone has used a form of summoning magic on you, and they've pulled you away from where you're meant to be. Um, Before you is Thimble. Um, and you kind of see him sitting there, and he's on these giant kind of like rocks looking up at the sky. It's similar to your. I was about to say a word I wasn't meant to say there. It's similar to the kind of dreams in the past with the hand, where like you're in this open field with the wheat and the sky above you with the stars. But he's kind of like self-inserted himself. Like you can feel like this is fully him. Um, in this area where you don't really ever see anyone. Um, and he's just staring up at the sky.
She kind of says something to herself in Infernal. And then kind of takes a step towards Thimble. You made a deal with me? Some stupid trick again?
Roll a perception check.
18.
Thimble, instead of looking like a 9 or 10-year-old, is looking more like a teenager now. He's about like 14-ish. You didn't really notice when he was sitting down, but he kind of hops up, and you notice there's like a bit of stubble on his face, black and blue, like salt and pepper kind of look. And he looks kind of sad, and he's just like, "Oh, hey there, Elena. Uh, yeah, the circlet. Um, you guys wanted to make sure your time didn't get all messed up, right?
It's burning into my skull.
I mean, I can remove it if you want me to, but just be aware, it's gonna happen like last time where you guys all got shunted off into different directions because you're not in one set."
Should you do like an insight check to see how truthful he's being about that?
Yeah.
18.
18. He's being truthful. You kind of look at him and he's very sad. Like, he's not looking happy with the fact that he is being honest, but the frown lines and the kind of like just morose look that's on his face kind of let you know that like he's telling the truth, um, even if it is making him sad.
Her face kind of softens a little bit. What are you even doing here?
Oh, I just came to check out the sights. It's not very often that, you know, a domain kind of opens up near me that I can actually enter. Kind of cool.
Do you know what this domain is?
No, not really. It seems very similar to my kind of domain or the domain of another Fae. It seems like a place set away from time. It's very empty though. You don't really seem to have a lot of followers yet, do you?
What do you mean?
Oh, just, you know, the voices. Like, they're all calling for you, but you haven't answered them yet.
What are you talking about? They're nothing, right? Just
No, those are people calling for help.
what?
And they need help.
How do you know that?
I don't. What do you mean? Like, do you not know anything about like phase and our domains and how it kind of works?
I spent a long time in the hells. I don't know much about Fae at all.
Um, basically, with Fae, we all exist for a reason. Um, Either someone from the material plane feels something so strongly that it impacts something here, or maybe someone here feels something so strongly that we need to create something. You may have witnessed it in your dreams where something so strong, or you've dreamed so heavily that you may have noticed it arrive afterwards. Your children are like an example, like the pixies that came out of your rage before, and the meanlocks.
She just kind of looks really confused.
Um, this world is created by emotions. For example, I was born because my mother tricked my father so well that my father's annoyance of being tricked created me.
Makes sense. You're incredibly annoying, so.
Yeah, yeah. Um, you're feeling a bit hopeless, right?
Yes.
All right. I was helping my father to connect up with you guys so you could find his current target or their current target. You still have ways of finding him. You have connections to him that transcend the planes. Like the deal you once made about taking him home.
The key.
Yes. Although
What?
we originally advised you against following that pathway, the best option of finding him, which was my father, has now been removed. Um,
Wait a minute though. Why would you tell me this? Isn't this exactly what you don't want? For me to find the target before your father?
I mean, Vareth is my friend.
You're not supposed
Things
to tell
weren't
me.
necessarily the best between us. I mean, we're in your head. It's not like another Fae's gonna hear us.
You're a fae.
Yeah, I'm a Fae. What? He points to his dragonfly wings, which are now very much bigger.
Why would you possibly, even if he's your friend, but to help us? Wouldn't that make your father upset? How do I know this is not another trick?
I think he wants to go home. And he's gonna refuse to go home. But he promised me the ability to see a different world where I could have adventures and live. He came about that promise and he showed me. Now, I took him to the material plane. I brought him there. Because he's back now, I feel like I need to finish my side of the deal.
Alright.
I was
Then with
always intending on you guys to be able to find him and be able to beat off my dad, or at least distract him long enough that you guys could get it back.
can I do another insight check?
Yeah, go for it.
Ugh, 14.
Um, you kind of traveled with him long enough to know that he's telling the truth. Just because of his nature, you don't necessarily trust it entirely, but you know that even if this was a white lie, it'd be like 90% truth.
Okay.
There's the key. Although my brother helped you guys out, he may have forgotten to mention that there's also a place for you guys if you so wanted it. There's a place called Pan, which is where a lot of refugees from the other planes kind of go to when they get stuck here. Where you guys are currently, I'm not too sure, so I can't necessarily direct you, but you should be able to find it if you can find the path and you think hard enough in your mind. Pan, Pan, Pan. And you notice he puts his fingers to his head when he's saying it, and he closes his eyes to kind of think of it very clearly. When he does that, the stones beneath him start to change into what looks like a tree, um, where the tree itself is very kind of like rooty. Like it's like there was a bunch of roots all connected together to make one tree up the top. And there are little green fruit-like things hanging off of it. Have you ever seen? Has Elena ever seen an olive?
Um, are they? Would they be in Casimir?
Yes, they would.
Then yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of know that this is like a tree from Casimir, like it's an actual tree from Casimir, but it seems way larger than it should be, and you see kind of like a city nestled around its base with some areas in the tree kind of being dug out where there are also like homes in various areas in there. Um, Look, I can't tell you that that's the best place to go. I think you should follow what you believe is the best way to go. Um, I've been assisting the party throughout this time, and I will continue to assist the best that I can. If I lose contact, it probably means my father has figured out that I've been helping you guys still.
Okay.
Not all is lost.
I'll try to believe that. But things just seem to be getting worse and worse. So
He kind of comes up to you, like he comes into your personal space. Um, would you kind of like react to that?
yeah, I think she'd take a step back.
He kind of like raises his hands up in like a peaceful way, and he goes, "Just let me help with your circlet, and then it'll be okay."
Fine.
He comes up and he wipes his hand across the surface like he's buffering it, and you notice when he's doing this, the circlet instantly becomes loose. He takes it off of your astral head, and he starts to kind of like chip away back into the words that were in there before. And when it's ready, he puts it forward towards you like an offering.
No tricks.
No tricks.
Do it inside.
Yeah, roll an insight check. I mean,
21.
you saw him inscribe something on the thing as well. If you want to like ask him about that, you can. He's not telling any tricks with the 21.
What does it say?
Um, it says, "Isliomza da Jud ama afad." All your time is mine.
That could have multiple interpretations.
It could. That's why I chose it. At the moment, I am taking the brunt of all of your guys' time that is passing.
Is that why you're aging?
Partially.
I'm doing
He
this
still hands there holding it.
because I don't have any other choice right now, and I'm desperate. And she'll put it back on.
Roll a perception check for me.
21.
You beat a DC of 20. You see a prismatic eye in the field above you kind of come down from the skies, and you see it's kind of like fractured around it. Like the orb itself is an orb which looks vibrant pinks, blues, whites, reds, and behind it, it looks as if it's broken in. And as soon as that happens, you wake up.
And I'm no longer in the hell aspect form.
No.
She's just gonna sit up really quickly and just like gasp.
For everyone else who's kind of looking, you notice that her circlet is all the damage around her head is gone. The circlet's kind of loose again. It's not fully fastened to her skin, and the marring that happened around the engraving is gone.
You right there, Elena?
Yes, I'm fine. Um, we have two options now. I can I can I can get us to who it is we're looking for, or we can go to a place that will be safe for us called Pod. Pan. What do we want to do?
I
Well,
can't
I
speak
don't.
for the I can't speak for the group entirely, but I would like to find who we're looking for and get out as soon as we can.
I
Okay.
agree. I agree. We should definitely try and find who we need and then get the hell out of this place. I'm
Okay.
sure,
Well,
everyone agrees.
either way, I think it's important that we get back onto the path.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I think we all need a rest as well.
We still need to be on the path, though.
That's fair.
Are we anywhere near the path?
Not that you can see. You can only kind of see the forest spread out in front of you. John, you would know that kind of loosely, because obviously you spend most of your time in Rialth's main city, that the path doesn't just appear. Like even though it's static, because the woods around it change, the entryway to the path may be different every time.
Yeah.
So looking into the forest, you kind of know that you could always give your best shot at kind of just walking straight in and then maybe winding up on the path, or you could walk all the way back to the front of Ped'Er and walk out from there.
Right. So regardless of where we're going, if we want to not get lost in the forest, we need to. We can either try walk straight through and we'll probably come across the path, or we can go back to Ped'Er.
Say going back to Ped'Er is a bad option considering everything.
We don't have to go into it.
Ooh, I still think, we should just take the route that doesn't take us back to the murderous Badwar.
I agree with Alona. We
That's
should
fair.
probably stick to the other method.
So
But
as you
DM, would
guys,
that just be a thing of like pick a direction and go?
yeah, exactly. It's pick a direction and go.
Can
Um,
Alona feel that tug towards?
you can feel that tug. What I will say is it kind of points towards the forest omnipresently. Like it's kind of just directly go to the forest, not like a pinpoint thing.
I think she'd still follow it.
Yeah, cool. Um, as you're following it, you feel the strange feeling of the pact that you made. And as you're walking across the plains, it seems like an eternity. The short walk that happened with Hunter has turned into almost 5 hours of walking before you even get to the halfway point of kind of foresty, kind of plains, like grassland kind of thing. Um, as you're walking along, you start to feel more at peace. You're starting to feel the same feeling that you had with Hunter the first time you walked through here, but the feeling of eyes watching you and you being followed is still there. At around about the 6 or 7 hour mark of you guys just pack marching straight, you've been stopped by a bunch of wolves, a bunch of wild boars, a few giant insects, a few pixies and stuff. The wild animals attack you, but the pixies and stuff kind of just like watch you and don't really interact with you. And at that about 6 hour, 7 hour mark, you notice that your vision clears. When you were down in the underground area when Hunter turned into Alp, you all noticeably knew that your vision became darker. It was almost like a black lens had been put over a camera or a screen, and the light had been very much dulled by that. You now feel that kind of lift off of you, and even the sounds around you become more clean and crisp. You hear the sounds of birds chirping, random animals kind of like walking around and burrowing into the ground, and the winds whistling. Normally, cloudless sky has got a few dotted clouds and that above you, and the walk, even though you're interrupted every, let's say, 400-500 meters by a creature trying to attack you, you guys easily put it down as if it's nothing. And yeah, about 8-9 hours now with bright, clear skies, nice air, and all of that, you finally reach the front of the forest. No path is visible before you, and looking into this evergreen forest full of oaks and pines and stuff, you are not certain in the direction you're going, but you know that the pull, Elena, is pulling you into this direction.
Okay. Do we need to rest everyone?
Probably a good idea.
I think we should.
Yes. Deciding to now rest.
Are we in a spot where we can realistically rest, or?
That's up to the party to decide. You're not too sure. You are still effectively in a clearing, I will say that. So there's no trees around you. Any predator that wants to see you is able to see you.
Alona's gonna cast the ritual spell Forbiddance using one of the rubies from her horns.
Yep.
And use it on the area we're gonna make our camp, and so that means people can't teleport into it. But I can choose a type of creature that will feel damage when they enter unless they know the password. Therefore, I can choose Faye without it hurting John.
Anyone in the party, yeah.
Yeah, and they all
Cool.
know the password.
Too easy.
So she'll just kind of sit there and do that.
I'm just gonna quickly go over to Hunter and Janice real quick. You guys had a fairly reasonable court session. Obviously, Hunter, you ran it. As Alp is not in court, someone has to run it, so you ran it. It was mostly like a lot of like kind of silly stuff. Like some of the other hunters were complaining about the fact that Fermior wasn't really releasing anything too dangerous, but you knew that the only reason so many dangerous things like the giant rocks and stuff had been released was because it's been spring for so long. So you kind of like debate people in these regards, or it's like, hey, look, the reason why it's this way is because we've been in spring for X amount of time. With the coming of summer, after the great court happens, these things will no longer be a problem, right? And some people kind of bring up other valid issues of like, hey, look, we need to expand the city. There's not enough room for everyone now. There's been too much of the year of plenty for us to survive comfortably here. And after all that, Janice, obviously you caught up with your scribes and you were able to kind of write stuff down, get back into the kind of lay of the land, back in a position where you felt comfortable, you're doing your job. You guys now have the opportunity to have a quick chat. What I will say is, with the 10 hours that it took the group to get to the edge of the forest, if Hunter would like to leave now, I will allow him to roll a d20. Let's say +5.
D20 plus 5. 1 sec.
If you decide to, you can follow the group. And you will be able to get to them in that amount of time.
11.
11. So it would take you about 11 hours for you to get to the group as soon as the court finishes. You know exactly where they are. You know the exact path you'll take.
I think for now I'll keep monitoring them. Because he doesn't see them as a threat currently.
Yeah. Janice, would you like to talk to Hunter at the moment, or would you kind of like to get ready to start traveling to the next court?
Quick out to Hunter afterwards just to get a bit of a sit rep on what happened after the events of the cave incident, and then I'll get ready.
Cool.
You want to RP that now?
Yeah,
or
you're
do
right.
you want-
You can RP that now. Yeah.
Is it- Oh, I didn't realize how hard scribing was when you haven't done it in so long. So much to get done. Hunter, do you have a moment? You look deep in thought, but do you have a moment to speak?
I have a moment. What do you want?
So forceful there. I just want to extend my thanks. I know I ended up finding Lord Alp when I awoke in the cavern, but I heard that you were the one who led him there. So, something along those lines. I'm not 100% sure on the details, but I was told that you had some things to do with that. So I just want to extend a thank you. Even though I know you want to get rid of me as much as anyone else in this damn city, but I appreciate the looking out.
Of course. After all, we cannot continue our court sessions without our scribe.
You are too kind. What is your next objective? You look deep in thought there. I myself am going to get ready to travel to the next session. What are you going to do?
I have some errands to run down. Nothing that you need to concern yourself with. Rest assured I'll be on time to the next court meeting.
I would never worry myself. But you sounds interesting. I'll leave you to it. And with that, I'll just wipe him a nod. And for all intents and purposes, Janice looks like he looks shattered. Both, just emotionally, and I think it would also be a little bit a little bit physically and mentally after going through the whole, not only cause but also just everything else that has been going on.
Yeah. What I will say is you've got a stack of about 400 papers that are filled with about 6 to 7 millimeter writing, single space, not even double spaced. You have been writing a lot today. There was a lot that was just like a lot of small stuff, but has to be written down anyway because if it goes to another court and there's another group of people who kind of agree with it, it has to kind of be like looked at and be like, cool, maybe we should add this, even if it's not necessarily going to like help the Ped'Er, because obviously the Ped'Er are also aware of the fact that if the entirety of Fanwin decided to gang up on one of them, that one Ped'Er would be fucked. So you kind of finish up, and you notice that Afwis, Madark, and Twin Timrod have all got similar size stacks of paper, all with their own unique writing or language that they've written it down in. And they're all kind of like look at you and they go, are you ready to go? We've got all our packs here, straight up. We're willing to go straight off the bat. We've been waiting for you. This is now your opportunity to kind of have a chat with Sinrid. Which one's my friend? Which one is my friend? That's a bot.
Would be my insect.
Yeah. Dwin. Yeah, Dwin.
Gwyn?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Oh. Oh, yeah, I'm ready to go. I've got pretty much everything. Lucky I left my things at my house here. But before we go, Owen, what's been going on? You can entertain me. You need to. What's the latest news that I need to know about before I walk into anything else? Major. Can you help the fella out?
Dwayne kind of just like sneers at you and kind of walks away. Their plan of kind of getting you stuck on the material plane hasn't necessarily worked out the way they wanted it to. Especially for the fact that you didn't die. And you can tell that straight off their face. Like you've been around these people for hundreds of years. You have that kind of relationship with them where it's like, cool, this is obviously just like a coworker that I'm just not going to gel with. But you notice that the only scribe that kind of talks to you about the fact that you've been gone was Madark, and that was quite a while ago now, about 4 days or so. So it's kind of like it hasn't really affected anyone too much. Like, they're not too concerned that you were gone, and you can kind of tell that they've obviously been watching you on the other plane. Well, at least Dwinid was using Allah's scrying. They would have been watching you the entire time.
Can I go over and give them a bit of a not a hug, but just a bit of like a it's been a while type embrace now that like everything's all a bit more, or would I know based off how their reaction? Because I know my shifty Riatha's buddy is a buddy, but would my friend here still be somewhat a friend?
Um, it's kind of there still. It's not necessarily gone, but the relationship has definitely changed. It's no longer as positive.
Well, knowing that, I just give the some of you just do the straighten the coat, straighten the jacket, and they'll get back on the go.
Cool.
I'll mainly stick near Madark for the bit of it.
Yeah, cool. As you guys kind of get ready to go, the scribes will pack up and leave. Hunter, you start going and doing your duties. You are aware, Hunter, that Alp needs to travel to the Roller Tree in the middle, the Great Tree, and the central castle to kind of get it prepared for the other Ped'Er to arrive. You could probably leave 2 or 3 weeks before that happens, though, so you've got quite a lot of time. You have about 4 months before you have to leave, so you can stay in Ped'Er if you so wish, or you can leave. We might discuss that at a later point, though.
Sounds good.
For everyone else, as you kind of set up party, and off in the far distance, you notice that the glyphs that are warding Ped'Er disappear, and you kind of struggle to remember anything about hunters, cattle, or sheep. You seem to remember that you were put into groups, but you can't remember exactly what the groups were or what they were about. As you're kind of going over the skyline, you set up camp, and it's kind of relaxing. You still have that feeling of people kind of like watching you and stuff like that, but you finally had a bit of a chance to sit down and rest and relax. As you're sitting there waiting, you notice that the ground starts to rumble. And after about 5-6 minutes of rumbling, the ground itself starts to create ripples along its surface. First off, it starts pretty small, probably only about 2 or 3 inches, where the ground literally ripples like you were throwing out a carpet, until eventually the ripples become as big as a meter. almost like waves kind of going across the surface of this land. The tent pegs come out, the tents instantly fold up. Anyone who was in your tent is still safe, but it has collapsed down, and you hear a great rumbling on the horizon, and a creaking as if a tree is being bent. Would you guys...
I
Sorry.
was going to say, I think needless to say, we're all startled awake at this point.
Yeah, if you guys weren't asleep yet, it started to happen as soon as the council meeting kind of rounded out. So, maybe been in camp for 45, 50 minutes. It's still bright as well. It looks like as if it's in the middle of the day, even though you've set up camp.
Alright. So do we have any idea which way is it coming from?
It's coming from the center of Fairwind. You kind of feel that intrinsically, like you know that you actually would know what this is. How old are you?
Is like in his 300s.
In his 300s, you've heard tales of when Lobad goes to sleep, and he normally goes to sleep when there's
Oh,
not
so he's
really a lot.
So he's just like belly flopped, and this is just the aftermath.
Yeah, he's like waking up. Like you've heard stories of it. This is him waking up. Like he's been asleep for probably the last century and a half, and he's finally kind of getting back up. So even though passively his effects are still happening, where he's still eating even in his sleep, he was eating about a third of the amount that he would normally have to eat to stay stable because he was asleep, so he doesn't need as much energy. Almost as if he was hibernating.
Does
Okay.
that mean we should move?
Doesn't mean we should.
No, it doesn't mean you should move. It's kind of felt all throughout Fairwind. The only place that it wouldn't be felt is kind of like in Riata's Kingdom because it's so far off the mainland. But yeah. It means he's more active, so it's similar to before when you guys were in the forest and you noticed there were like plants kind of eating each other. Instead of that kind of stuff, now sometimes the ground will just open, or some of those areas where the fissures were starting to get covered over by greenery and stuff might start to open up.
Right.
For his people in his domain to come and grab him food.
That sounds like fun.
So you're all quite exhausted. Although it is still bright in the sky and it's quite warm, you have the opportunity to go into your tents, and inside your tents it's quite dark. You can kind of use the lights however you want to. It's almost like a blackout curtain in a sense. The only thing that's still lit in your tents is like oil flame lanterns and candles. Would you guys like to do a night roster for who's kind of staying up looking over the camp, or are you going to trust Alona's spell?
I think I'll still stay up.
Yeah, we should probably still have rotations because we are still in the Fairwind dealing with
Yep.
the Fae. Don't know what shenanigans they can pull.
Let me know when you need me to shift maps, Henry.
I'll take I'll take the first shift. That's
I'll join her with that.
Too easy.
I'm sleeping.
You guys could probably do 3 hours each, maybe. So 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours, or something like that. And I'll still give you guys the long rest because obviously there's only 5 members in the group at the moment, so it is a bit harder in terms of watching out.
yeah.
I'm sleeping because I trust my magic.
And that's valid. Um,
I trust the learner's magic, but I don't trust Fairwind.
yeah.
Any Fae that comes into this space will take damage and will be alerted.
Dinosaurs into your base.
Oh no,
Wait.
It's okay. There were Fey dinosaurs. They got the fairy archetype. Um,
Honestly,
Oh,
that's probably
no.
worse.
That would be kind of terrifying.
psychic damage. They do psychic damage. They got psychic poison in their fangs. Multi
Jesus.
attack 50. Roll a D100 for me. Those who are staying up. If anyone gets above an 80, or if anyone rolls 100, anyone roll 100. That's a big
11.
deal. As well. 11.
11.
29.
Being on the edge of this forest, you kind of notice that there's a lot going on. Obviously you see the trees are moving and stuff like that. You see a treant off in the distance kind of walking around, and then sitting down, finding a new place. Some dryads are gossiping, and a lot of pixies are kind of going into their flowers as if it was nighttime, even though it's the middle of the day. Well, perceived day. There's not anything too exciting kind of happening. You notice that some of the wildlife that's kind of going around has got Fermiors marking on it, and some of it doesn't. Obviously, some things have bred when they shouldn't have, and now have kind of gone wild and free. But it's overall a peaceful 8 hours. There's nothing major going on or anything like that. Celadrin slash Xander, are you guys doing a second watch, or are you guys just sleeping, trusting Alliance magic?
I think we're gonna take the second watch.
Too easy. Would you like to roll 2 sets of D100s?
Yeah, sure. That is an 18 and a 23.
Too easy. Very similar to what the other guys saw. It seems as if it's just the natural goings on of Fairwind. You see a lot of things dying, but it's kind of just the average. It's eaten or being eaten, you know.
Yeah.
Sorry, eating or being eaten. And it's kind of relaxing to you. It feels really calm. You do notice you have a bit of an itchy ear, though. Celadrin specifically has a bit of an itchy ear.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah, sorry, you go.
no, continue. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just you just kind of notice it. We might have a quick chat after the session as well, because I was meant to get you this week about something.
Yeah. Sorry. Again, I'm really
No,
sorry
you're
about
good.
that,
It's
so-
very busy at the moment for everyone. No, I get it too. We just got back to school as well, so it's a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys kind of finish your watch, and it was pretty uneventful. Obviously, yeah, it's busy but uneventful. You kind of all wake up, you pack up your tents, and you step through into the woods. Could you bring up the map, Reese, without the things on it? Can you put them on the GM layer for a minute, just so we can have a bit of a look-see?
The road map or the camp map?
The road map, please.
Du-du-du-du.
Thanks, King. You're finally kind of back into this half forested, half grasslands kind of feel. Even though the front of the forest seemed very dense, it was kind of as if you poured a bunch of rice up into a canister and it kind of got pushed up against one wall. It was as if all the tree line got pushed to one bit. Now that you're through that, however, you kind of see that you're still in the grasslands area, but it's more of a forested. So there's places to hide. Things aren't really too busy, and you're walking on a bit of a raised slope. as you're walking, you kind of have the feeling still that you're being watched. You're attacked quite a few more times by just random things, but you easily get rid of it without needing to use anything above a cantrip or just a basic weapon attack. And it seems like a pleasant day. Up above you, the sky is now very cloudy, as if a lot of water has just been upended into the air and evaporated very quickly over a short period of time.
And I try to feel like I just focus on that feeling, that pull.
Yeah. So now that you're past that kind of barrier of trees, you feel the pull a lot greater. It's pulling you kind of. The best way to explain it is southeast. Like it's pulling you back to where you guys kind of came from. In regards to like kind of your understanding of where you are in this place. You could obviously be walking any direction, but it feels like you're moving south. And the forest around you seems to not be getting in your way. Like, it seems as if everything is static, nothing's really moving. As you're walking along, you aren't seeing duplicates or anything like that. It's not like you're walking in circles. It seems as if you're on a straight path without being on the path itself.
Can I, because I feel like the connection's a bit stronger, can I use sending? And I'm not saying his name, but to Varith.
You certainly can.
She's going to say, "It's me. We're coming for you now. Just stay safe. Everything will be okay. We'll be together soon. I love you." And that's it.
There's no response. Can you feel emotions through the sending?
You'd be able to sense, like, emotional
understand
intent behind the
meaning.
language, but up to DM discretion, I suppose.
You feel a wave of anger and hopelessness.
Oh, that's not good.
While we're here, Emily, I'd like to ask you, how many times have you cast Sending to Varith in the past?
A few times. I think it didn't work the first couple times.
It didn't work the first time. As far as I'm aware, and as far as Reese is aware, you have not cast Sending since that first time.
I honestly thought it didn't work across planes, but I just read it again.
Elona, roll an insight check.
Here
How
we go.
judgmental is the silence?
Oh, boy, I'm fuming. What did you roll for your insight check?
22.
If it has been at least 2,000 years since Janice was removed from the Fetowin,
What's going on, guys?
and then there was almost a 6-month gap before that, or whatever it was, or 4 months, do you think someone would be happy to receive a message after that amount of time?
Look, she's not well. Her brain is scattered. She has to do rituals while screaming. She didn't think it was gonna work. None of her other sending spells have worked.
So much attitude.
He's been sending stuff to Tarvis and nothing. So she's like, maybe it was more for herself because she's like, well, clearly my sending doesn't work anymore.
I'll let you mull on that.
Oh god.
You are a cruel, cruel man. Thank you.
What?
Oh,
Can I just say, why is it always Alona getting this shit? Why is it no one else, right? No one else has gone to a divination person to see if they can figure this out. It's always Alona's fault for not using her magic the way other people want her to, okay?
Janice was
Okay.
using sending constantly to the other plane.
Did she know that?
No,
No.
because no one asked. He was. Why do you think he sat in the corner constantly?
She didn't think it worked. Excuse her for not knowing exactly how a sending spell works. She's not that type of cleric. She's not a divination cleric. Okay? God.
you can feel the message has been received, and you can feel that emotion back.
She has to do a wisdom saving throw if she can tell he's pissed off, right?
Oh yeah, disadvantage heavily.
You can stack it because she's been having a shit
I'll stack
couple
it.
days.
I'll give you a -4.
Cool. That means I still have +5. Oop. Okay. That's a 12.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm going to make it at least one round for someone to wake you up. Now I'm gonna interject now. I would like my boys to enter the map.
Oh shit.
Hello, entering map now.
Yeah, no.
Upon feeling the waves of psychosis kind of travel across, you have found a new target, Fanglass. And you are very, very hungry. Can Steve be able to move Fanglass's token as well, please, Reese?
No, yeah, sure.
Thanks, babe.
Aw.
Are you Ignovac now? Is that what you are now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There you go.
Thanks, sir.
I will let you guys have one round. I will let the dogs have one round.
One round.
One round, alrighty.
Fanglass, you have the... You know, you can smell these guys. They smell like Umbra.
I just moved Alona. I moved Alona to the front because I'm assuming she was at the front.
Yeah, she was at the front.
Do I have regular
move
movement
up a
speed for
bit?
this creature, Henry, because I'm in a pack, or...?
I think I was gonna give you like 30. I gave you 35 feet.
Okay, cool, I
Sorry.
don't see it on there.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Oh, good, 35,
Should we?
easy.
Should we just move up a little bit?
You guys would kind of notice them on the horizon. They've just kind of materialized. That's why I'm letting them have a round to get closer to you.
Hey, puppy.
I'm just gonna vibe.
Coming out of what seems like a mushroom growth further ahead on the trail, between these groves of trees, anyone who's currently awake and has a passive perception above, let's say 14, notices a giant blink dog and a pack of blink dogs coming out of that mushroom circle. They are running towards you. What would they, if anyone rolls a nature check, what would they kind of feel off of you two at the moment, specifically Fanglass?
Coming off Fanglass would be bit of intrigue. Smells like an old enemy slash the bit of the twitch of recognition, but then also a little bit of something else depending on how much I'm allowed to reveal.
Yeah. If anyone would like to roll a nature check, I can give you a bit more on the kind of appearance and what it's doing.
I'm just a bunch of dogs.
Woof woof.
No.
What the dog
no.
doing?
No.
As a natural 1 on a nature check.
Oh, this puppy is here to give you licks and kisses.
Let's go.
Can I pet that dog?
And I bet that dog. What the dog do? John, come give me a hug.
If anyone else doesn't want to roll a nature check, we might roll some initiative.
Woo!
Because everyone apart from John realizes they're trying to attack them.
Yikers.
And I rolled good initiative as well.
That's a
What did you roll?
six.
What
I
did you roll,
got a
Jonathan?
21.
21. What do we got for Celadrin?
We have an 8.
This is gonna be rough.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
Oh, thank God.
Should I roll for Xander?
Yeah. Sorry. I put the I had the wrong.
That's a
disease.
20 for Xander, not Nat.
Woo.
Damn.
Alona, what would you would you like to roll it, or would you like to wait till you're woken up?
Is she angry? Hold on.
Sorry, I was muted. I will wait.
Alright, cool.
And no one else knows that she has to be woken up, right?
Everyone kind of saw you collapse. I think you're not like
from me again.
you're not like unconscious. You're just like mentally broken.
Again.
It's okay.
Everything's
Says-
fine.
Says the
Alright.
guy who left us.
Can you just can you roll it for me now, just real quick, just so I can chuck it into the encounter tracker? No, we'll
One.
just- there ain't no fucking way.
Let's
One.
go.
That's so funny. Damn.
She was talking so much smack.
Damn.
I'm talking smack. Huh?
Dude. Okay.
Wow, Alona, why didn't you do this well? Wow, Alona, why didn't you do
Okay.
that well?
Hold up. I will say this. Did you know how long I've held onto the information that Alona has not used sending or scribe once for Varys?
We did not think it worked across planes.
This gets so much worse when you meet him, because he's gonna bring something else up, which is gonna make you feel like shit.
Right.
I'm
know what? I
warning
think
you
we might
now.
Leave. It could honestly, I think that could make her leave the party. If all of this ends with him being like, I actually fucking hate you, she'd leave the party. She'd be like, well, I'm done.
Okay. Okay. So, up first with an initiative 26, Fang Lash, you're up.
Banglass.
Did you need my initiative at all, Henry?
I gave you all one,
Okay.
just to make it relatively fair.
Fair enough. I did roll, but that's fine.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 19.
Oh, yeah, no, that wouldn't be fair, bro. That would be so not fair. My thought process is give them enough time to, like, whittle some HP down.
That's fair.
Yeah. Buddy. So, the party will see this beautiful creature. Just, God damn it, John. Just this big, beautiful beastie come out of the. I'll chuck a. If someone can chuck some art in it, Reese or Henry, please. Massive blue fangs, like dark, like bright blue eyes. It looks muscular. It looks like a roided out blink dog. And you notice on its shoulder, it looks like a massive bite mark, a gnaw mark, and it has like these mushrooms growing from it. And that's all the detail I'll give for now, because the beastie's coming in. And DM, would you say the target is the one that's sleeping?
It's whatever you think he would choose.
Going for the easy
He
target.
doesn't look like a threat. She doesn't look like a threat. I'll say that much. Like,
Oh, Easy.
You won't be saying that in a minute or so.
Sorry, what was that? Repeat that.
I was
Sorry.
saying, it was an infernal.
Sorry, DM, did you say target the sleeping cleric? Yes, okay.
Let's not target the sleeping cleric.
as per your request, sir. No, I'm kidding. Seeing the big dude, he's got to rush the big dude.
Yep.
He's rushing Xander, and you'll just see it bounding, and you'll hear in all your heads, "New friends? Smells like him. New friends!" And it's going to rush and attack Xander, using its Bone Crusher, I should say. Using its multi-attack, make it 2 claw attacks. First one will be a 21 to hit.
Does 21 hit Xander?
21 should hit Xander.
Nicholas, does 21 hit Xander?
21 does hit him.
21 with. Alright, so that will be. There'll be 18 points of bludgeon. There'll be 6 points of blood. No, hang on. Let me English. It'll be 12 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 points of necrotic damage. Is that correct?
Should
Yeah.
be.
Okay.
Groovy.
So how much is the total? Sorry, that's 12.
18.
18. Okay.
And then he'll do his secondary attack, which will be 24 to hit. 24 hit will hit. What's that? 7, 9. 7, 9. 14. So that'll be 14 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 points of necrotic damage.
So okay,
As-
that's 22.
As this big beastie looks like he just wants to play and comes up and just full on slams on to Xander.
Okay.
And yeah, that's got it. And Fangless is done. Used
Ooh,
his
yeah.
teleport to get close.
John, well, teleport creates the DC when he lands.
Yeah, but I used it to get from where I was. So I got there and then I moved in.
Let me read the sheet
Darn.
real quick.
No, I used it beforehand because I didn't realize I had 45 feet. It's all good. Don't worry. I'll do things next time.
No, it's wait up. You TP'd, right?
Yeah, it's within 5 feet. Oh no, it was within 50 feet. Sorry, my bad. I misread that.
So you teleport up to 50 feet, and then 5
Yeah.
foot around the dog does DC
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, I didn't do
Which-
teleporting.
Right. Okay, cool. If you still have to make the rest of the way in, that's okay.
Yeah.
Cool. John, you're up.
My turn. I just have one question. What the dog doing?
What the dog do? He's coming to play.
Alright, Is it? What will I do? So obviously I can tell this thing's a bit of a threat now, though.
Yeah, now that it's like fully grabbed onto Xander.
Right. Okay. As a bonus action, I'm gonna set up my dancing shadow orb around me. So that's a 20-foot radius sphere that moves with me.
What color is your magic?
This particular one, because it's shadow, would be like grey or black or something. Because it is. So anyone in there has half cover. What else can I do? 10, I'm going to cast a Ray of Frost on. Oh, I'll move forward one and I'll cast a Ray of Frost on this guy. So it's a little diddle on the loot. That is a 15 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay, and that's my turn done.
Too easy, Xander. You're up.
Cool. He is going to rage. Because why not? And then he's going to use the great axe, I suppose. And yeah, he's gonna use the great axe and yeah, just hit the dog in front of him. The doggy.
Yep.
That is what? Where is a 16 to hit?
16 doesn't hit.
No, sorry.
It's a plus.
Oh, my apologies.
I need to keep switching between the two so I can actually roll. Okay, the 13 plus 16 is 29, I want to say?
Yes.
Yeah, 29. Does that hit?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So that's 1d12 plus 12. Okay. D12. That's 22 damage. Slashing, I believe? Yeah, slashing damage. And he's just gonna repeat that, to be honest. Yeah, he's just gonna repeat that.
Too easy.
That is 10 plus 16, that's 26 to hit.
Mhm.
Which I assume is gonna hit. And then it's 4 plus 12, so that's 16 damage. Snapping. And yeah, I'm gonna end his turn there.
Before we start our next turn, Reese, do you want to maybe just move them up to like here, like collectively as a group?
Sure.
Just so if they need to back up, they can back up. Thanks, man. And that would be you, Celadrin.
Oh, I'm next. Okay, cool. What we're gonna do is we're also gonna stab the thing. And we're going to use. It looks like it wouldn't like frost, so we're gonna use the frost dagger. Which is a 23 to hit.
Mhm.
Wait, does that hit?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Do I have advantage or not? Probably not.
I'd say no, but an ally's next to it, so you get sneak attack anyway.
Yeah, but oh, okay, sure. That is what 3d6, I think. So that's a total of 35, 42 damage. And he's just gonna repeat that stabbing twice more. So that's 17 to hit.
17 does not hit.
Cool. He's gonna try that one last time. 14 would definitely not hit. And that ends his turn.
Cool. That means that it is Zoldan's turn.
Hill. I'm gonna go to the other side of this beastie to achieve flanking, and I'm going to try and break its paws. I guess is a good way of saying it. Just kick out its paws.
Yep.
20.
20? Cool.
20 will hit.
It'll hit, but I'll just let you know now that as you kind of aim for the paw and you hit it, it doesn't do like enough damage to actually really achieve something. But if you were to do it again and get like more accurate with your shot, it may kind of remove pieces of his claws so that it may not hurt as much.
So pretty much neglect damage this time around. And
Yep.
then sure, I'll get more specific and go for the middle claw. That misses. 17.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure that misses any.
It misses?
Yeah, it misses.
What's your HP at the moment, sorry?
220.
What's your max HP?
3.
260? 300?
Mm.
Cool, and then you're at 260 at the moment, so 40 damage?
No, 220 at the moment.
220, so I need to remove another 40. Cool, Donkey Shane? Just so I know.
I will
And you're good to
proceed.
go.
I'll proceed to my bonus action, do a flurry of blows for that one. Again, going for the middle toe. 21.
Yep.
So that's that plus this for 18 damage.
Mhm.
And the next one, same thing. Hopefully break the claw off. Who knows? Nat 20.
Yeah.
Because do I just double all dice rolled?
So you can either roll double the dice or just double the damage. It's kind of up to you.
I'll do double dice because it's what it's already doing.
Yep.
Let's-
Steve, just take a +1 off your attack modifier.
Yeah, that's fine.
for a total of 27.
Alright.
And that'll be it.
Ooh. Blink Dogs, you're up. Blink Dog Pack.
Let's go. It's boy time. That was my action to get there. Do I have a bonus action?
Oh, you can also use your TP as a bonus action as well.
Cool. Then I would have teleported. So I'm here now. Sup, guys? I'm a pack of dogs. The pack of dogs would go for an obviously weak target, being as they're animals. Sorry, Emily. Don't worry. Everything's fine. That is...
You have advantage, right?
Oh, true.
Yeah, you're prone.
That is 18 to hit.
Does not hit. Huh?
Second attack.
Holy shit, I was like, oh, then it'll be okay then. And then I was like, wait a second.
20 to hit.
Oh, shit.
Hit.
Hits 4 damage.
Wow.
Third attack.
You should not have said wow. Oh, no.
That hits because I rolled better, so another 4 damage. That was third attack. Fourth attack.
Oh, that's right. This is the 15th.
Natural
attack.
20.
Right.
That is... I assume 8 damage if I nat 20'd it, so...
Yeah, we'll just do 8.
Fifth attack. That's gonna miss. That is awful. That's 7 to hit on the advantage. I believe this is attack number 6.
Yeah.
Also gonna miss. Attack number 7. A 16 will miss. Attack number 8.
Need a 20.
I need a 20. Okay, well that's gonna miss. Attack number 9. That's gonna miss. Attack number 10. That, oh, attack number 10 almost hits. Attack 11. Still missing. Attack 12. Nope. And oh, I hit. Very nice. I'm gonna see if it's a crit. It's not, but it is double 19s. Cool. Another 4 damage. Wow.
Wow.
It's like, the fact that they didn't get more.
They have a +3 to hit. It's not gonna.
Yeah, I didn't make it too busted. Like, I made it reasonable for a swarm.
Would that wake her up?
Yes, you are very much woken up.
You have
Would
like
that
8
also-
dogs just biting at you.
On that last hit, I used Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Noise.
It's a dex save, isn't it?
Yep.
What's your
Last
DC?
damage, 15.
Oh, that's a fail. I got an 8.
I'm gonna do Radiant because I want to.
Fair enough.
Valid.
That's 21 damage, which is more than all the dogs did to me.
No need to brag about it, jeez.
Just, she was literally on the ground, not moving.
You don't understand how many 3s and 4s I just rolled.
Not a dig, it's just funny.
Yeah. So you guys see a pack of about 12 blink dogs kind of running around, teleporting in between each other to kind of distract you guys, and they all instantly target Alona, who's down, who no one helped get up last turn. But it's a good thing that it's Alona's turn now, because now she gets to get revenge.
Ooh, I love revenge. Can I'm gonna put Spirit Guardians up.
15-foot radius, right?
Yep. And if they can both make a, oh, it's at 5th level. If they can both make a wisdom saving throw. It's 17.
Fail.
This is also my fault, because I'm a silly Billy. John does have his little sphere up as well, his darkening sphere, so any form of advantage he gets is actually flat because of the darkness of it. That's my fault.
The nat 20 I rolled was not the advantage roll, it was the first roll.
That's okay.
Just
well,
making it clear now.
Yeah, you're okay. Because they're probably using their smell to find you. Did you both fail your checks against Helena, by the way? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I get.
Roll-
I could have.
They're taking 26 radiant damage.
Ooh.
That's disgusting.
Oh wait, you just lost 2 of your attacks, didn't you, Reese?
Yeah.
How much damage? How much HP are you on?
217.
217.
And bonus action, I forgot. I am going to. I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. And I'm going to cast it. Yeah.
Behind the dogs.
Can you cast it? Because we are allowing 2 spells a turn, aren't we?
Yes.
Yep.
We have always
Okay,
allowed that.
But it's spiritual weapon and concentration.
Nope.
Nope.
No, it isn't. That's sick.
That's about where you wanted it, Emily, is that right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. And I will attack with it with advantage.
You can also move it around if you want to.
A 21. Does that hit?
Hit the dogs? Absolutely it do.
For 18 damage. Oh, I guess, and she'll
boy.
stand up.
Cool
That's
cats. Fang Lash, you're up.
Not liking that situation. He's going to teleport just up. Just up in.
Could everyone roll me a DC 16? Is it Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Including me.
Not including you. You're already
17.
infected. Steve, how does it work again?
Who failed? Who got below a 16?
Con plus A. Okay, so 760. Let me roll for. It's a D20, right?
Yes.
I just got back. Did I miss something?
Con save, please.
Xander has an 18.
So I think it's half. Oh no, they still take the damage. Right? Sorry guys, I don't have the sheet up for thing this.
I got a 16. Is that a success?
Yeah,
Meets it,
that's a
beats it.
success. Makes it beats it.
Cool.
Yeah, it's well, as per what it says here.
It's
My
take 2d6 poison, so everyone's gonna take 2d6 poison either way. Anyone who fails gets the poison condition.
Easy, easy.
Okay.
That would be 10 points of damage.
Cool.
And since
As
you're not-
the blink dog blinks across to the other side, you notice a bunch of toxic fumes coming off of the spores lining its back, kind of like slithering around, leaving an area of noxious gas.
Alright. Seeing its pack mates are not having a great time, it's going to take a. Yeah, cool. We'll just do one of those. Let's take a bite attack at the purple thing with a. What's that? 16 plus 5 now, so 21 to hit. Aha.
Remember you have +2 AC from my shadow thing if you're in it.
Oh, then it doesn't hit.
That does not hit.
You also have disadvantage on your attacks because you're in the shadow area as well.
Oh, I do have
Do
sorry.
they?
Yeah. I gave them disadvantage last week because it's dark, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But that was more from outside looking in. Is the way
Oh,
it's
okay.
described.
Well, yeah, okay, then that'd be fine then. If they're already in the thingamabob, it can be a flat roll.
Alright, well, I missed on the first. Second attack will be a. Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. Bite against that body boy. Natural 20 for a 23 to hit
On John, right?
on John.
Oh, me? Sorry.
Yes, on you.
That hits. I only have a 19 AC at the moment.
Alrighty, so that'll be
Only a 19.
only a 19. Alrighty, so that will be.
Also, how much
so that's-
poison damage did we take? I didn't hear that.
Oh, 10 points.
10.
And that'll be. It's 8 points of, I assume, piercing because it's a bite.
Yeah.
And then, John, could you make a DC? Well, could you just
Strength
make
saving
a
throw.
Yeah, strength
Strength save? Oh no, it's like my worst one.
Let's go.
But that's an 18.
Just gets out of the way.
I have a +1 on that.
Just gets out of the way. And then yeah, that's all she wrote.
Yep. So that'll be your turn. John, you're up.
My turn. Well, I don't appreciate that, so, and judging from the way that it was talking in our heads earlier, I don't think it's overly intelligent, so I'm going to... I'm going to Synaptic Static, make me an intelligence save.
Alrighty, intelligence.
+2, I believe. +2, I believe.
Actually,
+2, +2.
This would also hit the Blink Dogs as an AoE.
Synaptic static,
Take
is
one.
it? I thought it
Yeah,
was
it's-
single target.
It says a 20-foot radius sphere.
Oh, God.
Alright.
Alright, rolling up.
They must have updated it, because when I had Synaptic Static, it was single target.
So what did you get?
I have a -1. Let me have a look.
I got,
Oh, that's a
I
fail.
got a 6. I got a 6.
Okay.
I got worse than
Sweet.
that.
So you're each going to take 27 psychic damage.
Jesus Christ.
So just updating my own health thing I forgot to do. And for my bonus action, I shall. Nope, for my bonus action, I'm going to Mass Healing Word. At. What's it? 4th level. So all the friendlies near me get 14 HP back.
Cool.
What does near you mean? Is that Xander as well?
Yeah, it would be all the party.
Okay, cool.
You are using the 2024 one, because the 2014 is single target.
Yeah.
Are you done, John, or you got a bit of
Yes, that's my turn.
Xander, you're up.
Okay. I had to read through his stuff, so we're gonna do something a bit more fun this time. We are going to walk up to them. Could someone move the token, please, next to this guy? I can't move Xander's token.
Which
forever.
guy, sorry?
I can't move it either. Xander.
Yes, I know
Next to
Xander.
the one up here. I forgot not the pack, but the actual. Yeah, thank you. And he's gonna use Hammer of the Storm Herald and Brutal Strike. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just gonna roll to hit first, and let me see what happens. That's 13 plus 16, so 29. I want to say.
Yep. Yes.
29. I'm assuming that's gonna hit.
Mhm.
Okay, so. Okay, so it's 1d8 plus 12. Sorry, let me roll. This is gonna take me a while. 1d8 is 7 plus 12 is 19, and then he takes 1d10 lightning damage. Let me roll that, which is another 4, so 16, I believe, and then another d10 from the Brutal Strike, which then adds 7, so that's 23. And then I don't know what that storm. Oh, that's another thunder damage. Okay, that's another d10 thunder damage. That's 23, 26.
All I'm hearing is that's another 1d10. That's another one.
Yeah, listen, this guy's rolling a lot of dice, okay? Okay, cool. That's it. So that's 26 damage, as far as I'm aware. And I think it does knockback? Yeah, I think it says push. I'm assuming that's knockback. But wait, the hammer also target. Yeah, so if you hit the creature with a warhammer, you can push the creature to 10 feet straight away from yourself if it's large or small. So I'm assuming you get knocked back 10 feet? From me, so that would, I don't know where you'd go from there,
Yeah,
to be honest.
I'll get
but-
pushed. I'll move myself back. Once you already said it on me, boy.
Also, sorry,
go.
Why
I
are you
just
South
found a new
African?
part. The hammer also has a number
go
of
back.
charges equal to your proficiency bonus. You can use a pillar of lightning down on your foe within 60 feet. The target must make it to hit. So where do I see my lightning charges? Ah, there. Okay, so I guess I'm going to use a lightning charge.
Is that a
So-
separate thing?
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
separate. No, it's still part of the same attack. It's just I didn't see this part before because it was hidden in the actual description. Can you do a DC dexterity saving throw? DC 15.
What's my dex? Nah, 12.
Well, okay, so you take the full damage, and it's 5d10 lightning damage.
Hmm.
So that's another 19 lightning damage to you.
Okey-dokey.
Okay, cool. You know what the funnest part of all this is? He can do that shit again.
Hang on.
So,
Thanks.
are we? I don't know. I suppose we're gonna do it again. I assume I still should have enough movement to walk up to the dog again, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing over. Again. Let me roll to hit. That's a 10 plus 16. That's 26 to hit. I'm assuming that's gonna hit.
Mhm.
Okay, that's gonna do what 1d8 plus 12. So we're gonna need to do all this over again. Cool. That's 3. And now I'm just gonna do 3d10 instead of doing them one by one. Like that. That's 18. So that's 21 damage, and you get knocked back another 10 feet.
Okey-dokey.
And that I'll end my turn there.
After you've done so much damage to this creature, it hasn't necessarily declared its name yet, but you notice that the blood that is coming out of it is very much rotted. And it seems that it's hardening across the hide of the beast.
Okay. But yeah, sorry, that ends Xander's turn.
Now it's Saladin's turn.
Oh, right, I forgot I was directly after myself.
Nah, you're good. You're good, bro.
Okay. Cool. What are we gonna do here? Saladin is going to go here. And then he's probably gonna go there actually. And he's going to throw an there. Let me measure first. Second. Yeah, he's gonna throw an explosive dagger into the dog. That's what he's going to do.
Bruh.
That is 15 to hit.
15 hits, yeah.
Cool. I'm assuming I'm also in a flank position, so I'm going to do sneak damage on my first attack, and then
Yeah, you've got an ally
3d8.
engaged, so yes.
So that's going to be 10, 19 is 29, plus 16 is going to be 45?
45 damage, excuse me?
Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. Can each one of the... I don't know how many dogs are in there. Can each one of them do a DC dexterity saving throw? I forgot that the explosion can be saved.
Yeah?
It's DC 15.
Give me 1 sec. Plus 4, okay. That is a success, that's 21.
Sorry, so all of them succeed?
Yeah, so
Or
I
the
roll
pack
as a
succeed?
pack.
Okay, cool. They succeed, so they only take half damage. So that's 19 damage for sure, right? And then they then another 8, so that's 36 damage instead of the 45.
Okay.
Yeah. We're just gonna repeat that over again. To be
Okay.
honest. You don't have sneak time this time though. Okay, that's 25 to hit. That
Yeah.
should hit, if I'm not entirely mistaken. You need another DC saving throw, please, though.
That is a 15, so I believe meets it, beats it.
Yep, it does. So that's half damage, that's 7 damage on top, so that would be a total of 15 damage.
Yep.
And one last time, and you're in the clear. That is a 29 to hit,
Yep.
which is disappointing to me, because it's not a nat 20, but that's fine. I can live with that. Another DC saving throw, please, from you.
Ooh, that's a fail.
Okay, so you take 20 damage.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and I'm gonna call it there, to be honest.
Who's next?
Sorry, my bad. I'm trying to figure stuff out all at once, and people are getting easily beaten when they shouldn't be. Zoldan's up next.
Just dying in the corner, don't mind me.
I'm gonna go to the dogs. Can I make a copy of myself directly opposite, next to the spirit guardian?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna try, like, take down a dog per time. Let's see what happens, I guess.
There's about half of them left.
What's your HP at the moment, by the way, just for...
9.
Look, I'm at 101.
Oh, jeez. You're
I'm
less
getting
than half.
eviscerated. How you doing, Steve? Still triple digits, or you double digits?
I'm triple digits. It's okay. It's okay, buddy.
Dirty.
I'm a save my pack. Right, sorry.
Oh, don't worry. That was a terrible roll.
Let's go. Oh, shit.
16.
Against me? Yeah, that hits.
Oh, the 2 hit was 20. That was 16 damage.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
85
Sorry.
HP in a dream, let's go.
5 HP in a dream.
Let's see what that is. That's a 26 to hit.
Yep.
For those of you at home, I've had to kind of change the encounter just a little bit, because I assume that now with 5 party members, it would be a balanced encounter, and for some reason it's still not
No,
balanced.
never
There's an
balanced.
There's an additional 15.
More damage. Alright.
I will second wind. Sorry, not second wind. Action surge. That's the one I'm after.
Of course you will.
Hey, I have access to it.
You do you, man. You do you.
That'll hit for a dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
There's that plus this is 24,
Yep.
and one more. 30, 21.
Yep.
Plus this is 14. Exactly 20.
So 20 damage from that last one?
Yep.
Cool.
I will.
50 HP in a dream. 50 HP in a dream.
I will leave my turn there.
Oh, will you leave your turn
Will you
there?
that? Will you now?
So, there are, for reference, these pack of blink dogs are now down to
There are 2 of them
Two.
left.
happily living there, and then one that's limping. Like, one is, like, seriously cooked.
Oh, yeah. It's real fucked.
You're gonna have 3 attacks raised.
I would have 2 according to your rule set you've given me.
I'm rounding up. I'm rounding up.
Okay.
I'm rounding up.
No. An actual person, though.
I'm attacking Zoldan.
What's an easy way?
Hiya! Zoldan Does a 17 hit?
And you too.
No, you're not.
Does a 17 hit you, bro? Yeah, you don't
17
need to-
does hit me. Sorry, I thought it was.
4 damage.
Hell
Second attack. Yeah, that'll hit. That's an 18 if a 17 hits. Another
that's it.
4 damage.
Let's go.
Third and final attack before I most likely die. That's gonna hit again. That's another 18 for another 4 damage. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to teleport 40 feet away.
Fine.
We're gonna have to talk about this creature afterwards, by the way, Reese. I feel like it could be stronger.
Yes, it can. Maybe by
I was
adding
like, yeah.
a damage die.
Damage is nice. I was like, oh, 4 damage isn't... Because that's the average hit of, like, a normal blink dog, right? So I was like, oh, yeah, surely if I just give it 13 of those, it won't be too bust. Like, it won't be, like, cooked. But, like, nah. Especially starting at... Even with the initiative you would have started with, you would have still got cooked in that one round.
Yeah.
It was so crazy.
Oh wait,
Alone,
I
you're
didn't
up.
make the wisdom save for the...
We're all the wisdom saves.
Let's see if I survive.
Spirit Guardians!
Nope. What's the damage?
Alana, would you like to roll your spirit damage?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. I
If anyone would
forgot.
like to take reactions as well, Zoldan, you can take a reaction.
Wait,
Spiritual
you
weapon,
can-
you can take a...
Can you take
that's
a-
Oh, no,
27
no.
damage.
27
Doesn't matter,
damage? Oh, well, they're dead.
No, they can't take a reactions. The thingamabob, by the way. Sorry, I was being silly.
Yeah, I died.
I did.
Sorry.
Very
Make
nice.
the yelping sound of the dying dog.
Arr!
Would it like to telepathically tell the group something before it dies?
It's already dead.
Yep,
Isn't it?
mum.
Yeah, I'm already dead, but
Yeah,
from
mum's up.
beyond the grave, y'all bitches.
You hear this, and the ground itself underneath these blank togs actually opens up, almost looking like a clamshell, and snaps over them. And you notice eyes in the poppies. The ground is alive. Elena, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna take a couple steps. Can it make a
Wisdom saving throw.
yeah?
I want to say no. I just want to say no. Can I say no, please? Can I
Legally,
say,
cannot,
can you,
cannot
can
hurt
you,
you if you say no.
Can you do better? Oh, actually, that's way better. Let's. Oh, hang on, I got a minus. Damn it! I rolled
I was
a
gonna
19
say-
with a minus. 19 minus 1, 18.
You save. You just take half damage. You save and take half damage.
Praise be. Praise be to the
So
mighty.
you're gonna take 12.
Okay, I can live with 12.
Yep. Okay, now for my actual action. I'm gonna use Luminous Purge. Can you please make a con saving throw?
Oh god. Hang on, I just need to respond to something.
Straight
Um,
death, let's go.
What am I doing? So what was it? Did you say con?
Yeah.
Yep, that's cool.
Alright. Let's go, natural 20!
So half of half.
Yeah, quarter damage.
24, 12, so 6.
That's right.
And then bonus action. I think I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself. Just to piss this thing off. So it can't touch me.
Alright.
Oh.
Fang last. You're up.
You'll hear Alona's got to hear in her head as she's just struck the beastie. Fangless just wanted to play. Why you hurt Fangless?
Do it to me.
Fangless just wanted to play.
She
You
is
smell
holding
like-
on by a thread.
You smell like him.
Could you roll a? Could you roll a intelligence throw, please, Steve?
Sure. That would be 14 plus 2, 16.
No. So you kind of like try and push into this creature's mind, but it seems heavily warded. Like it feels like you can't actually talk to her. Like
Ow.
something's in the way, like a physical wall. If you'd like to say that to someone else, though, you may.
Oh, is it essentially within any range?
I'd say with an eye shot for you, because you're a bit of a bigger boy.
All right, well I'll just do it directly to the whole party then, because they're technically within
Yeah.
eyesight.
So the only one who would be able to hear is Lena, because obviously she's guarded at the moment.
Do I would know the name of the creature, wouldn't I? No.
No.
No, don't worry. I don't. That's alright. Again, I'll just be like, Fanglas just wanted to play. You smelt like him. Why you hurt, Fanglas? Why you hurt his buddies? Be good buddies. And it's just going to slightly step away as it's doing this. If anyone wants to react.
No one can react, they're not close enough to you.
Fair. No, as in react to what was said.
They have
not-
6 seconds, I'll have to react on their turn. Like,
Ruby?
you
Is it-
saying that was like 6 seconds.
Yeah, sweet.
You'll still have your actions and stuff like that. And I'm giving you a free action to do the other thing. But they
Wait.
will have to start from here.
Where start?
From the grove.
That's fine. Alright, cool. Teleport over. Free. Whoop. Make me some con saving throws, please. Celadron, Zoldan, Baldy, Eye Patch.
Uh oh. Ah, that's an 18. I'll take it.
So just 2d6 for you, sort of plan. That's 9 points of poison damage, Zoldan, and Celadron.
9 was it?
Yeah, 9 poison.
Cool.
And if Celadron survived, if he's not muted. Are you alive out there?
And guys, if we could just quickly update our HP totals in the Roll20 as well.
Did I get hit when I wasn't here? Or?
No,
No, you didn't. You're good. We're just waiting for Celadron to quickly do a Constitution saving throw. We can do it for him though. A patch, my favorite.
Nicholas!
Nicholas.
Are you muted?
He's not muted. No, he's not muted. I think he's
He's
just
not.
busy. We might come back to that later. Complete the rest of your turn. I assume you're gonna do the summon. So
Yes, I am.
yeah, we might do that now. Reese, could you put another one of those pack dogs up here and you can run it again for me, please?
Yay.
Sorry, I didn't think you'd die that quick.
You're all good.
I was like, yeah, killing him around from there, and then I was like, oh no.
Where am I putting him?
Oh, just there's fine for now.
Cool.
And then he'll do his multi attack again. And do
You would know that Celadron was something missed out.
yeah, I'm after him. That'll be 21 to hit. That will hit. Even with the plus, 21 should hit. Yeah. Alrighty. So it's 11 plus 13 plus 6. That's 19 points. 13 of which is bludgeoning. Yeah. And then I'll do one last. The bite. Which will be. No, that will miss. 13 plus 5, 18. 18 will miss, wasn't it? Why not?
I'm not too sure. We'd have to get his.
With the +2, I believe he's 18 armor.
Reese, can you quickly check his stat page?
Celadrin. Yep, 1 sec.
Oh, his AC's 15.
So that will hit.
Sweet.
Could you roll him a strength saving throw for me, please?
Yep, 1 sec. Waiting for things to load. Strength save, you
so-
say?
Yes, please.
That's a 10.
Cool.
Alrighty. So it's 12 points of damage, and I have a grappled him. And with him grappled, can I move backwards?
Just give me 2 seconds. Just to update you real quick, man. Basically, the Fanglash, the big blink dog, has kind of just appeared next to you guys. Can you roll a quick Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Everyone?
Me?
Just Celadrin. Yeah, just Celadrin.
Yeah.
I thought we did that already.
Yes, but we
You
didn't do
it, 'cause it wasn't
Celadrin.
here.
17.
17. Okay, cool. So that passes. You will still take the poison damage,
Yep.
Which was 9.
which is 9. So you'll take 9 damage. Now, Fanglass then bit onto you and is now grappling you. You're stuck in his mouth. Reese did a strength saving throw for you. Would you like to do your own strength saving throw now that you're back?
No, it's fine. We can go with
Yes,
whatever Reese rolled.
Cool. Steve, can you roll the 3d8 poison damage?
38.
Yep.
Alrighty. So that will be 14.
So you'll take 14 points of poison damage.
Cool.
And then just double checking as well, everyone. We're going to update our HP totals on the page just so I can see our kind of average HP at the moment. Because it helps me see where we're at. You're also now grappled and restrained, Celadrin. You have to use your turn to get out of this thing's mouth.
Okay, so grappling restraint means I can't do anything but get out.
Yeah, the only thing you can try to do is get out.
And cool. And I'm going to start just dragging him backwards, holding him up like a shield.
So you will have half movement while pulling this
Good.
creature up.
Haven't used any of my movement. It's only been my teleport, so that
Yep.
will be.
That's all good, just reminding you because of the grapple rule.
I think so. Yeah, sweet. I can get behind my dogs. Come with me, soldier.
You know, some people would call this kidnapping.
I call it soldier napping. Okay, leave it be. It's okay. You're just coming for a trip, bud. You're coming to play.
Coming for a trip. John, you're up.
My turn. Let's. Alright. Can I vortex warp Celadrin back to us?
Can you read out the wording on Vortex Warp?
Yep, sure. You magically twist space around another creature that you can see within range. Target must succeed a con saving throw. Target can choose to fail, or the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. The chosen space must be on a surface or a liquid that can support the target without the target having to squeeze.
Roll a... Let's say a wisdom saving throw for me, please. You just gotta beat a 3. Be pretty hard for you to fail.
12. Considering my modifier is +3.
You can easily see him, and if you wanted to Vortex Warp him out, you could.
Yep. I'll just warp him back into my shadow. orb.
Yep,
Yeah, I'm gonna fail that roll. So
you just
I'm not gonna
feel
contest
John's
that.
magic surrounding you, and you're like, yeah, okay, I'll just fall into the embrace of this spell.
yeah, I'm not. You know, I'm kind of getting mauled by a dog right now. I'm not gonna be like, you know what, this weird magic thing. It's not really. I'm not really feeling it right now. Like.
Nice. And then that'll be you for that, right, John?
I still have. What is it? I still have a bonus action.
If you'd like to, you can.
Oh, well, they're running away, aren't they? The monsters.
Not necessarily. He seemed to be just backing up behind the dogs. If someone would like
Okay.
to roll an investigation check, I'll let them know some more information about it. But it would obviously take your identify action as part of your turn, so you'd miss out on your attack.
Well, I might leave it there then. Just. I gotta.
Too
I got
easy.
my comrade out of danger.
You do what you had to do. It's Xander, Celadrin, and then Zoldan next.
So Nick, and me.
Yep.
So what's Xander doing, Nicholas?
Yeah, Xander, right. He is going to... What is Xander? What's his Xander's movement again? 1 second. 40 feet. 40 feet of movement. Where are you going, Xander? Hey, Xander can't reach anybody. That's fine. Any bonus action dash? No, he cannot. Xander's going to... this is what Xander's gonna do. Xander's gonna walk in front of Celadrin, so that Celadrin can then hide behind Xander. That's what he's going to do. Yep. And then I'm gonna end Xander's turn. I'm gonna go to Celadrin. And now Celadrin is gonna bonus action hide, and then attack with an explosive dagger right there, hitting both of them. That's what we're gonna do. That's a nat 1.
Could
I
I
might be hitting Xander.
Would he not get advantage because he's attacking from a hidden position?
Oh, I do get advantage.
They kind of know he's there because they can smell him, though.
That's true.
Do you want me to
DM's
roll a
discretion.
stealth check then?
Sorry.
I was actually going to get Fang last to see if they could roll a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save?
Yeah.
Sorry, I muted that for like 1 second.
Okay.
Dex save with it's +6. 22.
If you would like to parry the dagger back at the party, specifically Xander, I would let you.
I will.
So Celadrin, you kind of throw this thing out, but you notice that Banglass is kind of like watching you specifically a lot more closely. It's almost as if he smells something very specific on you. And when you throw the dagger, knowing what you've done before, he catches it in his mouth and attempts to throw it back.
Yeah, yeah, but like, you know, it is an explosive dagger. Like, if he catches it in his mouth, it's gonna go off.
What I will say to that is he is a blink dog, so he could probably phase himself out as well.
I see. Okay.
So
fair
like, yeah, he can kind of like redirect it, which is what I'm letting him do. Just roll a flat dex check. If it beats Xander's armor, it'll hit Xander. If not, it'll just go somewhere else.
enough. Sorry, me or the dog?
The dog.
Okay.
Natural 16 plus
Dex, which is plus 6.
Yeah, no, that beats the armor cast.
Yeah, too easy. So could you roll your damage for the hit and deal at Xander?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it won't explode.
Sorry.
It won't explode. I'm not gonna make it
see.
explode on everyone because that's
That's cruel and unusual
ridiculous.
punishment.
So I'm not gonna roll the
Yeah.
explosion damage then.
Don't roll the
Right.
explosion damage, just roll the standard damage.
Which then equals to 33? 33.
Oh.
Which I'm gonna add to Xander's damage.
Yeah.
Isn't Xander raging though?
He's raging too, so it's hard.
No. Yeah, he
it's
stopped
not
raging because
raging.
I
Oh,
didn't
shit.
attack last turn.
I am being cruel. Fair enough. Someone's gotta be.
Okay. Well, that ends my turn. So.
If Reese is your beautiful, loving father for this group, I am your abusive, alcoholic stepmother.
God damn.
That's a concept.
Reese, could you update? Reese, could you update Xander's HP to 81, please?
Can do.
Thank you.
And then Zoldan, you're up.
Cute. Way back up there. My copy can only move 15 feet. Or is it 30? I'll just check that really quickly, sorry.
No, you're good.
You can move 30 feet. So, wait. How can I do this?
You would be able to hit the dog.
Yeah, he can
The
get
pack.
to the dog.
The fresh
can-
pack.
So he can get there. Zoldan can get up. Like, Zoldan can go 45. If I do it right, I can only get to about here.
I'm
That's
okay
with my-
either way. I'm not too concerned.
I'll just get there. And then try to unleash hell. We'll see what happens.
What the dog
let's go for
doing?
some- he's doing things. I won't have flanking on that, will I?
I'm not going to give you flanking, no, because it's a pack of dogs and they kind of look in each direction. Before, when there was like 5 things around them, and there's
Yeah.
only like 6 dogs left in the pack, I let it be, but
Fair enough. 27 to hit was that, and then 19 damage. I'll do another attack.
my Shayla! I'm sorry.
14.
Meets it, beats it.
Jeez.
Oh,
I'll take it. There's 10 plus that's 16.
you just
Oh.
instantly killed 2 dogs.
I'll flurry of blows on that. That'll be 19, so hits is that much plus this much. 17.
Yep.
And then that'll hit. 7 plus 8 is going to be 15 on top of that. That'll be it.
You've instantly just killed 3 dogs, your fist cracking into their skulls. The last one, you throw a haymaker at one that's trying to bite you, and you crack its skull, and your left hand comes up, throwing it up into the sky. Blink Dog Pack, you just got beaten pretty badly. What would you like to do? Clarabelle, my beautiful wizard.
And low, rest.
Natural 20 against Zoldan.
Oh, yes.
8 damage.
Okay, I'll take it.
I'm gonna let you have advantage on all your next attacks. I'm gonna let you have advantage.
Oh boy, what's that gonna be? Oh, it's a 16.
That means it beats it.
4 damage.
Wow.
I've got like 9 attacks, by the way.
I'm fully aware.
That's
Are you
not gonna
going at me or
hit
the echo? Are
you.
you going... Okay, making that clarity, that's all.
Yeah, I would have specified. That was third attack, which missed. Fourth attack. That. Oh, you bastard! It moved. Also gonna miss. Fifth attack.
Oh.
Definitely gonna hit. Let's see if it's a crit. It is not. That is fine. But it's another 4 damage.
Yeah, boy.
5 more attacks.
Let's
We're rounding up.
go. That's definitely gonna hit. Let's see if it's a crit. It is not. But it's another 4 damage.
Cool.
Beautiful. This is so beautiful.
That's gonna hit again for another 4 damage. How many have I got left, Henry? Like 3?
Like 3, yeah.
I start losing track after a while. That's gonna hit, not a crit, so another 4 damage. Second last attack. Natural 20, 8 damage.
I'm going to deflect attack that one.
Final attack, natural 20.
So, let's still reduce the previous one to 0 because the deflect attack.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
8 damage still gets through.
Yep.
I'll let you use your reaction. The dogs are too excited. They're going bark, 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 bark. Is it? What is he gonna roll again for the save?
If he rolls a DC 13 dex, I can roll damage. But I'm choosing not to do that.
Well, I rolled a
It's
natural
supposed to
20 against your save anyway, so...
Yeah. Because,
Let it be known that was 3 natural 20s in a row.
bloody hell.
Then
Basically,
I'll
I'm
go on.
reducing the 8 damage to -6 at absolute minimum.
So, you take nothing from that first natural 20, you take the 8 from the second natural 20.
The second to last one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's your H?
You cut out, Henry, were you
Yeah,
asking what my
right.
HP was?
No, you're good. You're sitting at 197, right?
Yes.
21. Damn. See, it's. I think it's not bad. Maybe if we increase its AC, it might be a little bit better. I don't think the damage needs to change. I like the idea of the damage. Sorry. Elona, you're up. Unless the dogs would like to teleport. Also, you know that's a legendary action, right? You can do that on other people's turns.
Yeah, I realized that after I died.
I was like saying, I was like, you took so much damage unnecessarily. Why did that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wisdom saving throw, please, Fang.
Yes, please.
No, that's a 9. I ain't doing it.
Okay, okay.
He ain't wise, okay, guys.
That'll be 25 points of damage.
25.
Yes.
Damn. Okay.
And then I am going to use Healing Word as my bonus action if I can find it on Zonan. Or 25 back to you.
Thank you.
And then for my action, I am going to... Yep, that'll get them both. Luminous Purge once again. Con save, please.
Unsafe.
Yep.
17.
Do I roll that as well?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep.
You roll it as well.
18.
So you take half.
Con save. Oh boy, that's gonna fail.
And you'll take full. And so that'll be 16 points of damage. And then I will move this. Just like that. That's all. I am done. I might also go because I feel like death.
Fair enough.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
that's fair.
I'll agree with you.
Bye.
See
Really?
ya.
See ya.
Easty, could you take over Elena for me, please?
Yep. Oh,
Thanks,
let's
man.
grab a character sheet.
With that being the end of her turn, Fanglass, you're up. Can I just get a quick HP check?
91.
Okay, cool.
Oh boy, and you have to do that wisdom save immediately on your turn.
Yeah.
Do the wisdom save for me, please.
I. Yeah, no, that's 10.
Okay.
She
think it's
casted
3d8,
it.
right?
She casted at 5th level.
Yeah.
How many d8s is that?
It's either 5 or 6.
should be-
Easty?
Should be 5 because it's 3rd level spell.
No, she upcasted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at 3rd level.
Oh,
It's 3 at. It's 3 at.
It's Luminous
Level 3.
Purge is 48. At
No,
fourth
Spirit
level.
Guardians.
What's
Oh,
Spirit Guardians?
Guardian.
Level
Sorry.
five?
At what
So
level?
it was a
Level
5th level
five?
cast, yeah.
Spirit Guardians is 5d8.
Alright, cool. I'll roll it. You get dealt 17 damage.
Yep.
And then it's your turn.
Seeing the fact that he did not like his buddies being attacked. Yeah, he's got to do that. Teleport in.
Uh-oh.
Teleport in there. Make that con saving throw for me.
Could you teleport here for me, please?
There.
Yeah, there.
My echo
Double.
goes.
So that's
Bye-bye.
what saving throw from Alona is that?
Con.
Ah, I failed this one. God damn it.
She's got a +3. Ooh, that's a 6.
Okay, so she's gonna take the 2d6 and she now has the poison condition.
I'm in the same boat.
9 points of poison.
Cool.
Concentration saving throw as well for me, please.
Yep. Is that affected by poison?
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, natural 1, so she loses concentration.
Too easy. And can you do the spiritual weapon as well?
Spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. For attacking.
No, for it needs to roll a save as well for the damage.
The,
Oh, it'll take 2d6. So it automatically takes 9 damage, sorry. Does that mean it disappears?
Reese, this is.
I'm fairly sure we said it had 20 HP, so it would stay up.
Cool. So it's an 11 HP. If you could direct your attacks this way, Steve, onto Elena.
That's all. Alrighty. I'll just do 2 claw attacks. They'll be 18 plus 5, 23.
Yeah,
Should
that
hit.
hits her.
Alrighty.
I'm just updating her health on the roll 20.
Yeah, you're good.
Plus 3 is 15, plus 1 more. That's 26 points of damage. 6 of which is necrotic.
Jeez.
And then rolling again. That would be a natural 20.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Not a.
Why'd you have to go? Oh! My thought process was like, he's gonna attack her, right? Because he can't get into her brain. She's the one doing the most amount of damage. Now I feel bad.
Yeah. So, natural 20. Let me just roll some dice real quick. Alrighty.
I hear the
That's-
click clack meth rocks.
Yes, sir. Alrighty. 11, 17. 17 doubled, 32 plus. I'm not doubling the plus
Don't double
modifier,
the
am I?
6. No.
Yeah,
So it'll
cool.
be-
So it'll be 32 plus 6, which would be 38.
I'll be 34 plus 6 if it's 17.
Thank you, sir. I cannot basic math.
So how much total was it?
40.
40.
She's alive.
She's on 17 HP.
She's alive.
Henry?
Yes, go again.
Go again.
It's going to be a bite, so it's only the +3.
Aye. 19 to hit.
That does not hit.
That is my hiccup.
Alright. And with that, he's used that. Yep. That's not breaking, can I move over that side? Or do you want him just to remain there, Henry?
He's just going to remain there.
Easy. And that's me done.
John, you're up.
My turn? Okay. I'm gonna move up. And I will... How's this big one looking?
Looking pretty low. You
Pretty
do
low.
notice that there is quite a lot of fungal growths now over him that have grown out of the blood, though. So there's a lot of things kind of like padding his skin.
Oh, that's fine. Make me an intelligence save, because I'm gonna play some very dissonant chords, and I'm gonna cast Synaptic Static.
What about if I don't want to?
Too
Oh,
bad.
It's too damn bad.
Oh god, that's a natural 1.
Oh no.
So that's crit damage, right?
Yeah, we did say for spells if you not want it, it's double
Yeah.
damage.
Double damage.
That's 16d6.
Oh
For
boy.
50
The
57
Blink
side
Dog
damage.
Pack will use a legendary action to dash here, by the way. TP here. It won't stop whatever's happening, but
Okay, does that happen before or after my spell? Because if it's
before. So
that
I'll
means-
let this, I'll let that trigger.
Wait, do I have to
Maybe.
roll to save myself?
Yep.
You will have to roll to save yourself as well.
Welcome to my nightmare.
It's intelligence, right? Oh,
Yep.
that's not one.
There's
Oh,
no
no.
way! You. Oh! It's okay. I'm fine. It's okay. It's just 16d6. It's fine. It's not that many.
They're all ones. Don't worry about it.
Congratulations, you take 57 points of psychic damage.
Oh.
Oh god damn it.
He just finds that like perfect pitch that really just irks you.
That dog Kieran.
Oh, you guys mean nothing. And then you were gonna do something else, weren't you, John?
I was gonna healing word Alona.
Yep, too easy.
Just a casual 4th level healing word.
Xander, you'll be up.
For 23 health for her.
I'm up, you said?
Yeah, Xander's
Cool.
up.
Yep. Well, that is me in this case. That's fine. They're at least in range now. So, could you... sorry, Reese, could you move Xander up, like, here, where the arrow's pointing, next to the, pack of dogs? Thank you. And now we're gonna...
This is where I die.
keep smashing, I suppose. I'm gonna use the hammer storm thing again.
Yeah. Would you like to bonus action rage?
I would bonus action rage. Thank you for reminding me. And that is a
get a rage?
26 to hit.
Yep.
So we hit.
26 to hit would work. Okay, so that's again. Sorry, let me think about this. 1d8 plus 12 first. 1d8 plus 12. That's 6 plus 12 is 18. Okay, and then 1, 2, D10. 18 plus 8 is 24. That's 24 points of damage from that attack.
And what's the rage damage on top? It's 3, isn't it?
What is rage damage?
So
It's the additional amount you get with your raging. So if you just scroll down to where your rage feature and trait is, it should give you like a little table that says how much damage you're gonna, how much extra damage you're gonna deal.
Features, rage, 5 times. Rage damage. When you're making an attack in strength with a deal damage, bonus damage, that's shown the range damage column on the barbarian features table. Barbarian features table.
We can just assume it's 3 for now, just because there's a few more damage things you're gonna do, and this is your first attack, so.
Yeah, let's just do 3. This is getting a bit complicated. And then the hammer's gonna do its weird lightning thing. So I need a dexterity saving throw, DC 15 from you, please.
okay. This will be interesting. Hiya! Oh my god, meets it beats it. Let's go.
So you take 10 lightning damage. Okay. And then we're gonna repeat that action, and we're gonna try and hit you again.
So the lightning strike takes the place of an attack. It's not at the same
does?
time. It does say that in there.
Where does it say that? Sorry?
It should. I made the thing.
It says the hammer also has a number of charges equal to your proficiency bonus. You can use these charges to fire a pillar of lightning down from your foe. You can see within 60 feet of the weirdo. The target must make a dexterity saving throw, DC 15, or be dealt 5 to 10 lightning damage, half as much damage on a success. That's it. Unless I'm missing it.
Yeah, that should be in place of a attack.
Okay, well,
before.
yeah, sorry about that. I did say that. I'm sorry. That's my bad then.
No, it's all good. I didn't catch it before.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, okay. If that's the second attack, then that ends his turn. I believe he only has 2 attacks per action. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that ends his turn. And then I'm gonna play a Celadrin. Where are you? You're down there. Okay, Celadrin is then going to throw. Let me check if there's explosive damage. Nope. 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 Nope.
Does the auto aim kicking
Nope.
in all of a sudden?
Nope. Okay, I can't hit the explosive. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. We're gonna be throwing a lightning dagger at the dog pack. That's what we're gonna do. That is a nat 1. Again.
Oh boy.
So, what happens now?
Can't hear you, Henry.
Roll a d20 for me.
Ah, sorry, I did not hear that.
Oh, you're good.
17.
17. It kind of just goes straight past the dogs and lodges itself into the grass behind them over here, which doesn't really affect you too much.
Okay, I'm gonna put it back and try again. Try
Another
again.
nat 1.
That's a 15 to hit. Does that hit the dogs?
Yes, it does.
It does. Okay. Wait, no. That is 17 points of damage. And he's gonna do one last attack. which is a 22 to hit, which should be fine.
Yep.
Which does 20 damage.
Yep.
To the dog. And then that ends my turn as well.
Zoldan, you're up.
Cool. I will. I'll proceed to move to the big dog. I'll go here. That way I have a flanking position.
Yep.
Is it facing a loner by chance?
At the moment it is, yes.
Cool. I'm gonna hit its back knee, or at least attempt to anyway.
Yep.
God damn it. 27 instead of a nat 20. I will assume that hits.
I don't think it does.
That's
What?
Am I muted?
You are muted.
Oh, sorry, man.
27
As
hit.
far as I'm aware, he has an AC of 28 at the moment.
28. He is indeed 28 at the minute.
Ah.
As your weapon goes straight into a clump of mushrooms, kind of blocking the damage.
I actually cannot hit unless I crit, if that's the case. Because that was a 19. Huh,
Oh, again, try and crit. You got 3 attacks. You got 3 more attacks.
I mean, I do, but I could probably use it better if I just move there and go for the pack.
This is where I die.
Welcome to
Flanking
your death.
advantage.
Do I have advantage?
I mean, Xander's here. You have a range of 15 feet. Theoretically, it's got nowhere else to go. Like, you're right there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
that's
even though
why
you
I'm
can't go into that direct spot, like, you can't sit right there. Like, you're basically in that spot right now.
If
So-
you move, I will lead you.
I'm gonna err on the side of caution, say I don't have advantage, just because it's not
Yeah,
exactly
up to you.
same.
If you don't want to take it, you don't have to take it.
Err on the side of caution with that. 25.
That'll hit. AC of 14.
Yeah.
So
I'm
this'll
weak.
be,
How many do you go?
23.
23 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just do one more, and I'm strike. I won't flurry this one.
Okay.
18
That'll hit.
That'll hit.
plus those. That'll be 13.
13. Okay, cool.
That'll be it for me, Chief.
Blink Dog, you're up. Blink Dog Pack, you're up.
Blink Dog singular at this point, let's be honest.
How much HP are you on?
14?
Oh, okay. I was not tracking that at all.
I'm next to death, bud. Fuck it, we ball. Let's take Zoldan with me. How many attacks do I have? 1?
You have 1, yeah.
Let's
It's
do
a
it.
singular dog now.
That's going to be... Oh, man. It's a 13.
Would he technically have advantage because I'm there?
No. You're facing, Elena still.
That's a
Yep.
13. I assume that misses.
Yeah,
It
that
does, yes.
Cool. Teleport. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Get right the fuck out of there.
That's the sound it makes.
I have not used my movement yet, so I'm gonna go this way. I'm over there now.
Ah?
That's my go.
Elena is up.
Oh, it's her turn, right?
Yeah.
There. So, what could Alona do? Well, since she's lost concentration, Alona's gonna cast a moonbeam on this one.
Yep.
I'll go screw it, 4th level. Use the last 4th level spell slot. So that's a Constitution save, please.
On save.
Yep.
You just need to survive this hit.
Natural 20!
So you'll take quarter damage.
Quarter damage of 19, so like 5.
Sorry.
But yes, there is a moonbeam there, and moonbeam I believe is start of the turn.
Oh.
Whenever a creature enters a spell or starts its turn there, they must repeat the save.
Yep.
So, I will just quickly draw a little circle. There you go. Moonbeam, and she will healing word herself. 3rd level healing word on herself. Which will be... What is it? 64 plus 5.
I know you said 64, but it sounded like 64.
Ooh, I got 3 ones in that. So it'll be 17 total.
Has she not got healer?
No, she
Right.
had that when they were doing the
Forecaster. No, she
But
is
what-
healer.
Yeah, she has healer.
So
You
okay,
can't really
so,
lose feats.
yeah, so I can
Aw.
reroll. I can reroll 3 of those d4. Okay, that's 8. So what is it? Oh. So I'm just I have a really bad set of dice to actually be like
No, you're good. You're fine. You're fine.
Don't even stress me.
so 4 7 so it's 9 plus 8 plus 5. So 9 plus 8, 17, and then plus 5 is 22.
Too easy.
Oh.
Fang Lass, can you roll an intimidation check for me, please? At advantage. It's gotta be a charisma throw.
Charisma.
And
just double
honestly, yeah, charisma. Instead of it being a negative, I'm gonna give you a positive, so it'll be +3 instead of take 3.
check. Alright. 18 plus 21.
Okay, cool. Blink Dog Pack, could you please roll a wisdom saving throw against that?
Okay. That's a fail. 3.
Fang Lass, you have about 2 seconds to tell this thing to come back to you if you want to be saved.
Here! Now!
Bark,
It's going to
bark, I
force you to
guess.
take the legendary. It's going to force you to come the 40 feet. It's going to force you to TP in. That's a legendary action.
Hey.
And now, can you roll your save, Fang Lass, against the explosion?
I figure because I'm
Uh,
1 dog now, I should make it a correct
Yeah, you
token
should be a
size.
bit smaller. Yeah.
Alright, that's 15.
15. That's going to fail, which means that you take the full amount, as far as I'm aware.
Yep.
Would you like to roll the damage, Easty?
Sorry, the
Your moonbeam damage?
I.
You just have to do above 12.
No, my luck. 16.
16 damage. Okay. As the last kind of damage hits Fang Lass, you all hear a very, except for Alona, obviously, hear a very loud yelp in your head and screaming, and you notice that the mushrooms that are covering its body start to bubble and grow quickly. I would like you all to roll. What is it, Steve? What's the thing at the end of your sheet?
It is a. It does not say. It says just on death.
No. So it's 1 point of AC. Sorry, failed save or half as
Sorry.
much as success. So it'll be a Constitution saving throw. So everyone roll a Constitution saving throw of, I think it's 16. Yeah, 16.
Including me.
16, yeah.
Including you, yes.
Dirty 20.
16 exactly.
16
for
exactly.
John, and plus 3 for
Okay, so you guys will take
Lorna.
half the amount.
And Ilona is 15.
Okay. Well, yeah. Celadrin will be fine for this, honestly. He'll just be outside of the range. Would you like to roll that amount of d6s for me, please, Steve? And can you jangle it for me? I can come
Jangle?
downstairs if you need more d6s.
Oh, I've got 3 with me currently. I need another 8.
I think you need more than another 8, bro.
Oh, and actually, I do too.
It's honestly gonna be a lot.
Right. Run down.
Give us 5 seconds while we collect our d6s.
All good.
Aha, I should bring over my 72.
Why do you have so many?
MTG.
I play a lot of... Yeah. I've used every single one of them in one particular game, and midway had to buy more.
Yeah, I've done that before too, honestly. It's just kind of the way it goes.
Oh yeah, I ran out of 70 dice.
It's okay, guys. He only has to have 28.
Is Xander still inside of the range?
Yeah, Xander's in the range, but he'll take half damage because he's raging.
And is it one more roll, Henry, of the 4? I think that's it. Oh, 28 d6. 1, 5, 6, 10. More. One, 18. Plus 4 more, 22. And then plus the final 2.
Guys, don't worry. It's not that much. It's not. I swear, it's not that much.
You say that now.
He's trying to kill us.
He will
Alright,
succeed.
calculating so.
How'd the pupper go, by the way, Reese?
Oh, I got a 16 exact.
Oh, nice.
Very happy I succeeded that one. Given there's 28 freaking D6s.
So, did anyone fail? That's my main question.
Ilona did. By 1.
Okay, it's gonna suck.
Sorry, could you repeat the saving throw for me?
Constitution saving throw of 16.
Constitution saving throw 16. Okay.
Henry.
Steve just
Yeah,
hit the
Xander
like
does it.
statistical anomaly of getting max roll.
He rolled mostly 6s. I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Oh no.
I don't
Alright.
like that.
I don't either.
When I'm playing a character that is not myself, I somehow roll well.
What if that's any D&D player ever?
I'll tell you this. Anyone who passed is gonna take 49 poison damage.
Okay.
Ow.
Anyone who passed.
49.
Anyone who passed is gonna take 49 poison damage. Anyone who didn't pass is gonna take 98 poison damage.
The dog died. It's gone.
So Ilona has 0 health.
I also
Yes.
fell from that.
Reese, could you put Xander at 32 HP, please?
Can do.
Thank you.
I am at C. I'm just below 0, but that's okay.
Okay. I guess my first order of business is gonna be mass healing word.
Okay. We might wait till next session to do that. We might finish it off here just because
Things happened quick.
things have happened quick, and we only have two. We got 2 people missing at the moment, and one of them's the one who dropped again. So we might finish it off there for this week.
Well, thank you guys so much for playing. That went interestingly.
To say the least.
Yeah. And thank you all so much for watching. We'll pick it up from this point next time. We'll see how this all wraps up, I guess. But until then, may all your rolls be 20s.